Welcome to Coach Hayes Football and the Team. That's right. If you're here, that means you want to become a team member, and here's how you do it. Simply join up. There are 3 tiers. The first tier is the player tier. On this tier, you get to use special emojis as well as you will get member shoutouts. The second tier is the coach tier. Now, here's where you get prioritized in the comment section on live streams, discounted merchandise. You also will receive access to early videos and private videos. The third tier is the coordinators tier. This tier right here is where it gets really exciting. You get to skip the phone lines and be next automatically. Also, you can join me on the screen, right, during the live streams. You get to come on the screen and talk your talk. Also, we'll be watching some games together. So you'll get specialized and private links in order to watch the games with Coach live. Just a quick note, the higher the tier, you also get the perks that go below it. That's really exciting. So not only that you get the perks for that tier, but you get the ones that follow underneath as well. So don't hesitate. Go ahead, hit that join button, become part of the team with Coach Hayes, and become a player, coach, or coordinator. And I'm telling you, we're going to have a great time this season.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain. Go ahead and right here, right now.
Subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the dark side. Oh, yeah, baby. We here. This is Coach Hayes, and we're here to talk about Colorado, man. This is Primetime Talk. Appreciate it. Thank you for everybody coming through, man. Just got off the other show, and we're having a good time. LV already let me know everything looks good, sounds good. I appreciate it. We're here to talk about the Colorado Buffalo players returning after having a little time off and doing some things and reporting back to the school here for their summer workouts and fall preparation. We're going to talk about these things. A lot of things have been going on in the news. I didn't do a show last week. Had some things to do. But anyway, we're here. So we got a lot to talk about, a little bit of time to do it. I'll open up the phone lines now, 862-799-9956. More than welcome to call on in and start the queue up, and I'll go ahead and give my soliloquy. Appreciate to the 60 people in the building. Also, Cuban Damas. I love it. The flies listening. Be consistent. Yes, I will. All right. Coach, you need a real producer to help you with the dark side intro. Well, LV, you the producer. You're not the real producer. We'll talk about it in the locker room. Speaking of the locker room, if you want to become a member, all you got to do is join. LV, the producer, has put up here the membership right here. All you have to do is go ahead and join through there. If you are Apple phone user, iPhone user, you have to go through your browser. You have to go through your browser. You can't go through the YouTube app. For some reason, it doesn't work. They got, I don't know, Silicon Valley beef or whatever. I don't know. I don't even care, actually. But with that being said, you have to go through your browser to do it. And once you become a member, you can then join the Discord, all right, where you get to go into the locker room, as I just mentioned. On the back end, we have fun, talk. We're going to watch games and do all the other good stuff. I'm sorry. We're going to look at videos. You know what I'm saying? And have fun with it. But anyway, with all that being said, yes, sir. We have now entered the dark side. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Dark Side Dave, where you at? Where you at, Dark Side Dave? Yeah, I'm finna put that right up here. Right on the wall back there. That's where I'm going to put it. I'm literally going to put it right on the wall back there. Right up here somewhere. Anyway, just having fun with it, man. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Let's talk about some of the things. Again, they had like a retreat, a summer retreat, where the guys were having fun or whatever out there, kind of bonding. We saw Shador take the receivers. They were having practice with some receivers. I have to say this. I don't even know why this is newsworthy. I guess it is because it is Colorado. not what I just said, but what I'm about to say. The Shiloh Sanders bankruptcy thing. Like I said, I first heard about it when the gentleman who is suing Shiloh, Pilar, his mom, and I guess Deion Sanders. I think he kind of got away from it when he first appeared, maybe about a month and a half ago on Jason Whitlock's show, and he talked about it. But apparently this has been going on for a while. This was something that happened way back, I want to say 2015, 16, somewhere in there, 17, maybe 18. I don't know. But again, that becomes a big deal. You know, I understand. We're talking about an adolescent, we're talking about a young man. And I guess if he has a settlement against him, a judgment against him, then it has to be paid out. I mean, it's just what it is. Now, of course, people in the world do everything they can and find loopholes throughout the laws like bankruptcy or whatever else not to pay those things. I get it. That's business 101. And that's why this guy's here right here. So when y'all say, oh, y'all making money off the backs of Coach Prime, you're damn right. It's business 101. So for the same people that's complaining about why he's not paying his bankruptcy settlement, his lawsuit settlement and filing bankruptcy is the same reason I'm here. So I don't have to file bankruptcy. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm just being sarcastic, being funny and facetious, but also being for real. So anyway, that's where I am with it in that sense of those things going on. Now, in that video, as you saw in the thumbnail, I don't know, this is newsworthy too. Shador got a haircut. Great. Great. But again, it is Colorado. It is Deion Sanders. Yes, sir. You call me a catfish all you want, baby. But guess what, Donnie C? You here watching, and I appreciate you. I thank you for watching. And you got to be a subscriber in order to leave a comment. So you subscribe to the channel, and you help me bottom feed. Thank you, Donnie C. My man. But anyway, with all that being said, he got a haircut. He want to look different. It's business, as he said. He said it's a year about business. I'm here to handle business, stand on business. Everything is business. And that's a great attitude to approach it, man. And they don't have a lot of time, believe it or not. I think we're 90 days out from the first week. And 90 days, 3 months seems like a long time, but it's really not. It's really not a long time when you're trying to put something together to fight for another 3 months, if that makes sense, right? You have 3 months to prepare to fight for 3 months, meaning the 3 months of the season. And, a lot goes on. So with that being said, that's where it is. Also, man, I want to give a shout out to a couple of people, man. Actually stumbled upon a great podcast last night. Big Tiger, if I'm not mistaken. I forget the name of the podcast. Subscribe. But hopefully one of those guys are listening. They'll call in. They can talk about it. We had a great discussion on there last night. I enjoyed it because it wasn't just one side. You had both sides of the table. And then we had this one guy who would never answer a question. I don't know where this guy came from, but he never answers a question. You ask him a question, man, he be dancing and ducking and circling around and, well, coach, and, that kind of stuff. So just having fun with you, bro. But anyway, LV in the building. Appreciate y'all. Omega Red in the building, man. How you doing? IMAX, appreciate you. Angel, how you doing? All right. One day I'm going to get this dude, Donnie C, to call in. Look at that. Missed you last week, Hayes. I know you did, brother. Call on in if you miss me so much. Bipolar. No ladies in the men's locker room. Not in my locker room. It's co-ed. You know what I'm saying? Bipolar says Coach Hayes is a Deion cult member. I take it. No pressure at all. No pressure at all. Here we go. Y'all trying to get me triggered. And I ain't gonna trigger me. Also, it's just called Big Tiger. It was funny as hell, Coach. Yeah, man. All right, you were in there, Scott. Appreciate it. But yeah, Big Tiger, man. Shout out to him. And his channel is growing, man. Y'all go check it out. Also, I want to say this. In that conversation, I brought up something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. And we talk about records. And I've clearly said 6-6 this season. I said 6-6 last season, but I said 6-6 this season. And some people saying, well, coach, that's disrespectful. I don't see how, yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool, great. But I don't understand this ceiling floor thing. I don't understand how people are saying the floor is 6-6 and the ceiling is 10-2 or 11-1. That's not standing on business. That's a 5-game swing, bro. That's from being bowl eligible to being in the playoffs. Think about what I just said. So for people out there, y'all hedging your bet. Shout out to LMV. She put the link in the Big Tiger Media. I knew it was something, a Big Tiger Media. Y'all go check it out. Pop off right quick. Come right back. Go over there and subscribe. Love it. But to me, when people say 6-6, but my ceiling is 10-2, I don't understand how. How do we have a 5-game swing in there? Because here's what I know best. Here's what I know best. I said 6-6, and I'm going to stand on business. That's my opinion. But if they win 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games, or let's say, God willing, the Natty, you know how many people going to call in? Coach. Yeah. And I'm here for it because that means that Coach Prime succeeded my expectation. Cool. It's not hate. But I could say 6-6 and my ceiling is 12-0. But none of those same people called in when I said 6-6 last year and they went 4-8. See, the problem with this is when you give that range, you don't truly believe either. You just want to be right. You just want to be right. You just want to say, I told you they was going to do such and such. So God willing, they win 8 games. I told you they was going to win 8. Well, because you said 6-10. I heard one dude say 5-11. Come on, dog. You might well say 0-12. So, only thing I'm saying to you guys is be more like coaching, stand on business, and keep your receipt. Keep your receipts of, hey, I say this is where I stand on it. Not a range. Who gives a range? When did that start? When did that become a thing where we're going to give a range of wins and losses? Now, Emmett Jones, this is more understandable. 7 or 8 wins in my humble opinion. You one game here or there. I get that. 6-6, 7-5. Cool. I get that. But when you get this 6-6 to 9-4 or 9-3, I get so lost at it. I get so lost. Uh-oh. IMAX said grape Kool-Aid and Seagram's gin. But you was going hard, boy. Roger Dodger, 1-12 regular season wins, my final prediction. See, and I know you're being funny. I know you're not serious. If CU wins the Natty, you'll need different content for Tuesdays. And what's the key word in that whole sentence? See, you don't believe, Donnie C, because you keep saying if. Instead of you saying when CU wins, see, your sentence structure tells me you're not a believer. You just talking. If CU wins, see, that's all y'all hoping on. You just want to be right. You just want to be right. And I need somebody to call in. Let's talk about it. Let's kick this thing off. There you go. Keyword if. If. They don't never want to stand on business. It's always this range. Stand on business. All right, Donnie C. I'm a fan, not a cult member. So what's your record prediction then, Donnie C? What's your record prediction then, Donnie? And don't give me no ceiling and floor. Give me a number. Give me a number, Donnie C. Let's see all on that tape. Shout out to FPSD for the $5. His biggest concern is what happens when players who went to see you to start and don't start. How's that going to play out? Rooms are stacked. Interesting point. That's a very interesting point. But I think that is a problem, I believe, in a lot of programs. I would probably say 90, 95% of the programs. A lot of players go to schools because they want to start, so they didn't start at their previous program. They come to said program and want to start, and then they don't end up being a starter. What does that mean? I think that's a problem everywhere. You got to, at the end of the day, you got to look in the mirror and say, why are you not starting? It might be a you problem. And there's what happens. It might be a you problem that, yeah, we brought in 2 or 3 defensive tackles, and we may have said, look, you got a potential to start. You the best thing we got going, but this kid come in and outplay you. That's a you problem. Donnie C, I'm waiting for your answer. Appreciate you, FPSD, for the $5. Thank you so much. At 9:09, you put this up here. I know you heard me. I'm still waiting for an answer, Donnie C. It's 9:10. How long does it take for you to put an answer? And here proves exactly my point. Now I'll put him in a corner, and now he wants to now probably not answer and say, oh, I stepped away to use the bathroom, coach. See, this is the stuff I be talking about. Waiting on you, Donnie C. 9:09, you put that comment up. I'm not a fan. I'm a cult member. I asked you right after that, then what's your record prediction? Still waiting on you, Donnie C. Tick-tock, the clock don't stop. And so people like Donnie C., who I like to call parasites, like they like to jump from host to host, and they gotta, the only way they survive, they gotta keep latching on. These is what they do. But the reason I get them love, because I'm petty. I'm super petty. My alter ego is Petty Pendergrass. I love stuff like this because they make the channel go. Got to be a subscriber to leave a comment. He's a subscriber. But look, now you don't want to talk. So y'all blast him in the chat when he talks. Got a call on the line. Okay. Honcho Blitz. Don't ask Donnie C. Ask me, fanboy. Why don't you call in, Honcho Blitz, and let's talk about it. But I'll ask you anyway. What's your record? Waiting on you. 9:12. See, I have embraced this guy right here.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So say good night to the bad guy.
Say good night to the bad guy. That's all I can tell you. Still waiting on you, dog. Well, yeah, Honcho. See, again, those are the people I talk about. Anyway, let me go to a caller here. 3187 in the building. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from.
What it do, Coach? It's Clark.
Oh,
Carolina,
Clark. Hold on, Clark. I'm still waiting on 2 people because I know you'll give me your record prediction 11-1. But it's funny how those other people, you notice how I brought them other people up, Clark? And they have failed to. They ain't standing on business, dog. They still fail to respond. See?
Oh, man.
He said, literally, I said 9-3, can't read. Bro, your last one says, Honcho, don't ask Donnie C, ask me. I look at the next comment, and your next comment up here says, I literally said 9-3, can't read. Call in. Let's talk about it then, Honcho. Explain. Please explain to me. Anyway, Clark, what's your record prediction? I want to make sure we got this on tape again.
11-1, man.
11-1. All right, who's your one loss to?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. All right. So what's going on, man? What's your thoughts here coming in from the camp? What were your thoughts on what you saw maybe on some of the social media sites or well-off media, some of the bonding things they've done and everything else? And Shedeur saying, hey, it's a business here, dog. Everything's about business. Stand on business, handle business. Everything is business.
Yeah, my thoughts is from the little bit of stuff I've seen is the vibe, the camaraderie, you know, that is definitely different with these guys. Like I think everybody feels and respects everybody because they know they come with a certain pedigree. You know, the last couple of teams it wasn't really like that. But the vibe is totally different. Like these guys is, you know, from the freshmen coming in to the transfers from the winter portal to the transfers from the spring portal from the guys that's been there. It ain't clicked up. Like it was just beforehand. It was clicks. If you came in during the spring portal, you stayed with your group of guys. You ain't intermingle with the dudes from the 1-11 team or that stayed around. Like everybody was clicked up. It wasn't a one team unit. Okay. Everybody is together and is being more player led. Players is, you know, taking initiative and, you know, handing out punishment. People is listening. Because before, when it was players trying to hand out punishment, people start talking back, getting attitudes. You know, you ain't my coach. All of that bad energy type of stuff. At least currently, it's only been one day. Ain't none of that has been going on. So I just the vibe alone is different.
Okay. So then what do you say to the people that had that same outlook last year this time?
What do you mean?
Last
year? About the vibe?
Yeah, but last year a lot of people were saying the same exact thing. And I'm just bringing conversation to say what is being said this year was truly being said last year. In regards to that same thing, man, they coming together, you know, they come here, they're better players, blah, blah, blah. They want to win. You know, Coach Prime got the gold jacket. He's going to do da. All of those things were said last year. So I guess my question to you, and I think you are a person who follows football. I think you are a person who follows Colorado closely as well as a lot of other programs. I may not always agree with your opinion, but I can say I do respect it. And that's okay. I believe you believe the same about me, that you don't always agree with me, but I think we have respect for one another's opinion. So my thing to you, Clark, what I'm saying is for a large percent of people, and again, nothing's 100%, right? But a lot of people had these same sentiments last year. Man, the team's coming together. Look how they work well. They did this, they did that. Now, the sentiment is just what you just said. Man, last year the team talked back when people tried to, you know, straighten them about being a teammate and this, that, and the other, and they didn't want to listen. But this team is different. So what makes this team different? That's all I guess is my real question. What have you seen? Because there's still a lot of guys who are not on campus. I think they don't come on campus till tomorrow. Or maybe today is their first time on campus, like the defensive end from Arizona State, BJ Green, and so forth.
Yeah, BJ there, he worked out today. Only person that
I'm saying he just got there, right? There. Come on, T9, call in, T9. No, I'm saying he just got there, correct? BJ Green.
I don't know if he just got there, but he worked out today. Everybody, the first workout, he was in the meeting. He worked out with everybody. So he there. Only person that I know for sure that ain't there because we got to graduate is a freshman DB from Florida, Ben Boozy.
And he may be in a private school. So he may be in a private school where a lot of those freshmen, but there are some transfers who, like I know BJ Green was working on his degree from Arizona State, so that's why he wasn't there in the spring. So I'm saying a lot of these guys have either just enrolled, like I would say today. So my question, like I'm asking you, is what makes you say what you said? That's, I guess, my question.
Okay, this is why I would say that, because if those people that were saying that, you know, what I just iterated about this current iteration of the team, they was blind.
Okay.
Because it was clear as day. It was segmented. It was clear as day that people, we weren't a total unit. It was clear as day that certain people didn't respect certain people. What I mean by respect is, all right, I know I'm putting in this work, but I know you're not putting in this work. So, you know, in the locker room as a team, and you know a guy's half-assing it, you don't really have that respect. And then he want to be a guy that talk up, it's gonna be a problem. So if he try to correct you and you ain't doing right, I'm not gonna listen.
Okay.
So it's a whole bunch of that, a bunch of fake leadership, you know, type of stuff. And you know, the guys that is taking that player leadership role have been guys that have been shown and proved. It ain't, you know, it ain't fluff, and they can actually play. That was another problem too.
Well, hold on now, Clark.
That did the right thing.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your point.
Yeah, we had guys that did the right thing last year. They was like good locker room guys, and you know, and all of that type of stuff. Good morals and all of that. But they couldn't play. They wasn't really good. It's a lot easier to listen to a guy that does everything right, that and can play. You know, because we had guys. I ain't gonna say we had guys last year like Travis. He does everything right, but he ain't vocal. Shador, he does stuff right, and he's a leader, but he's not really vocal. He's not vocal. Like we got guys like Malik, like Khalil Benson, transfer from Indiana. He's been a vocal leader. He's holding guys accountable, and he can play. So guys is respecting, and he's an upperclassman. You know, so those type of things. That's what I would say to it.
Right. So here's what I'll tell you, and this is why I brought this up, because we talked about the players, and we talked about guys being there. And you have quite a few guys that are there, and I guess my line of questioning is not to put the cart before the horse. However, so I'm looking at right now, these guys may have enrolled and may not have been updated. They are committed, but not necessarily enrolled. Ethan Boyd, committed. He's not enrolled yet. Chaney. And I know they may have been. It may, like I'm saying, they're getting ready to be enrolled for summer A. But what I'm saying is these guys were not part of the spring aspect of this team. Yeah. They are just coming now. Even if they were there last week, if they were there 2 weeks ago, we know they've been off for about a week and a half or whatever. Yeah. So these guys are just arriving. They have not been a part of the program per se. You know what I mean? In team events to show true leadership. Does that make sense what I'm asking?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ethan Boyd, Johnny Chaney, RJ Johnson, Savion Riley, Cameron Hawkins, Colin Hood, Tafiq Thomas, Zach Owens, Charlie Williams, Isaiah Augustov, Peyton Kirkland, Dalen Hayden, Deion Hayes, Ryan Buell, Herman Smith, Sam Hart. Okay, that's been enrolled. And then you have Wyatt Hummel, Ivan Yates, BJ Green, Cordell Russell, Will Shepard, Nakai Hill Green. All of those names that I named are not part of the program. What I'm saying, we're not a part of the program so far as being enrolled and been in team activity. That's quite a few names. It's not like one or two guys. Okay.
Yeah, all of them except Herman. Herman was there for the spring. He was there the spring. But all of them, yeah, all of those guys came in the spring. This spring after the summer.
And a lot of those guys are guys that you guys may be counting on, if not be starters, definitely be role players or rotational players. Would that be fair?
Yeah, I'd probably say Dalen Hayden, we expecting to start at running back. We're expecting maybe BJ Green to start, Deion Hayes to start, Rayon Buell. So like 4 or 5 of those guys only.
Right. Okay. So that's all I was just trying to say was, so to make that statement that these guys are better and we see what they're doing, how can we truly say that though, Clark? If that's probably about 20 names I named. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
how can we say
19,
they are better?
20,
like, as in, what
21.
aspect are you
Hold
talking
on.
about?
22. There's 22 names. I didn't say better. I said being leaders. I'm talking about leadership. You were talking about guys being leaders.
When I was talking leadership, I wasn't referring to those guys.
Oh.
I wasn't referring to those guys. Obviously, those guys, they got to come here. They got to earn their way. They got to, put their dues in, pay their dues. So, yeah, those guys, just, they knew they soaking it up, learning the program.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
The program. But I can't say nothing definitively about them. There's only been one day about any of those new guys.
And that's all I was saying. I just want to make sure when we say what we're saying and people hear that, I just want people to understand there's 22 new faces that showed up today in essence, that showed up today from the transfer portal that I think that are definitely going to be contributors or should be contributors to the success of the program. But, and I think my thing is nobody wants to take the wait and see approach. We want to say what we think it is. And I get it. It's all opinion based. Shout out to Tennis Channel who brought that to my attention. Like we saying, we out here saying what everybody think it is, but we really don't know. So that's why I said what I said. But I got some other callers on here, man. What's your last words, if any?
11-1, coach. I'm standing on it. We're gonna shock a lot of people. And I don't know if I should say this on here. Maybe I'll DM it to you. But first game, I do this. We play North Dakota State week 0. The line is set to like 7. We only supposed to win by 7.
Okay. All right. So they got y'all -7. All right.
I'll employ everybody
to make a bet.
Go find some money. Go find some money. It ain't gonna be no easy way for you to make some money. Then come August 29th. Go make you some money. I employ you because I'm gonna make me some money.
All right. So here's what I'll say. Are you saying right now on this channel that anybody that would like to place a donation towards you, if you understand what I'm saying, because YouTube be out here Shazamming our conversation, anybody that would like to place a donation towards the Clark Foundation is more than welcome. Just DM you, huh?
What do you mean? A friendly wager?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, but you know what I'm talking about. Hey.
I'm talking about FanDuel, DraftKings.
God, Clark, you about to get me canceled. Yes, I was. But I was saying, no, I'm just messing with you. But I was saying, you are also willing to take any one of those, right? Would you be willing to take any one of those? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like if anybody stupid enough, if somebody want to donate money, yeah.
That's why I call it a donation. So if anybody thinks that NDSU is going to win, DM Clark on Twitter and make a donation to the Clark Foundation if y'all get where I'm going with that.
Hey man, I like free money. This is some EBT welfare stuff. I'll take it.
Hey, and if anybody wants to make a donation to the Hayes Foundation, like my man wanted to do last year, shout out to CEO. I ain't talked to him since. But if anybody want to make a donation that Colorado go 12-0, hey, I'll take it. I'll also take that bet. If anybody want to make a donation that the Hurricanes go 12-0, I'll take that bet. I'm saying they're not going 12-0 either. That is one of the hardest feats in sports, dog. So if anybody wants to make that donation to the Hayes, Coach Hayes LLC, you're more than welcome. Hit me on the DM. I'm taking all bets, no matter how big, how small.
Hey, I'm donating to y'all for the ACC as well. So I mean,
Okay.
I got y'all as the champion. So
I love it. All right, well, let me get to these next callers, man. Butterfly, what's going on, Butterfly? All right, well, Clark, I appreciate it. Let me go and get to the next caller. Oh, damn, he hung up. I guess he had a donation coming in. All right, let me go. 9171. Calling to you. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
What up, Coach Hayes? It's DC. How you doing?
DC, what's up? DC Music. Carson, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man.
Yeah,
how's life treating you? Love the last show.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we had fun on Hayes Street, man. We just talking about the top 10. They got McCain's up there at number 23. I was looking for them buffs. They ain't had the buffs in the top 50. That's messed up. Come on, dog. That's crazy.
I know. So let's get into it.
Tell me about it. I'm listening. I'm still waiting for Donnie C.
All right.
Hold on. I'm still waiting for Donnie C, the parasite, to put up his record prediction after he said what he said. I'm just calling it what it is.
So, Coach.
Yeah.
So our discussion, are we talking about football or are we talking as fans?
I'm always talking as football, but you can talk as a fan, but I'm fair. Go ahead.
I would like to talk as fans as well, because I think what I realize in the CU community a lot of times is that people are I want you to root for your team, but when we talk football, sometimes that love for team and football don't go together.
That's correct.
So I would say let's start off. My prediction is, and I do have a question for you. My prediction is somewhere around 5 or 6 wins. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I think they've got phenomenal talent. They've got some people in there. But the things that, and the roadblocks, I think, is really it takes people about 100 days to start working together.
And they got 90.
So,
and they got 90.
Go ahead.
I'm saying, and they got 90 days. Welcome to the dog side, DC. But go ahead.
Exactly. Hey, I'm used to it at this point. I'm like, hey, y'all can pop off all you want to. I'm talking football. I like Coach Prime. I like some things, but then there's some things I don't like. But let's continue. So the biggest thing I'm saying, so I was going to say he hating. All right, here's the reason why I'm saying. And I want to know have you been a coach?
Mm-hmm.
Because I come from a leadership standpoint, being military. So I'm like, having people come in and it's going to be a cluster, you know what, for the first couple of months, and believing that they're all going to be on one page. It's possible, but not probable. The other thing is that when you put all these people together, is that they may have the ability to do something, but there's this thing in project management called capacity, meaning that let's say if you have a pencil factory, you can make 1,000 pencils a day. You might be able to make 1,200 pencils or 15, but the more you exceed capacity, which is at 1,000, the more you begin to wear yourself out. Perfect example of capacity is Colorado was doing a phenomenal job the first 3 games, but then you begin to see that drop off because there seemed to be a capacity issue with the players. My question to you is, a brand new DC with a 0-0 record, brand new play caller, what's the odds that this person will be? And you know what, Marie, I'm gonna check it. Marie, you free to come on and get some of this smoke. You can't just keep coming at me without having some data. But anyway, I want to know, Coach Hayes, is that because I'm fine with you being a fan, but we're talking football right now.
Okay.
My question being, what's the odds of a new DC with 0-0 record coming in and having a 12-0 record?
Here's what I'll say, because here's what I realize you have to say this disclaimer to Colorado fans. I'll say the ultimate fans, the cult members. And they don't like that. So then I started calling people parasites. But parasites are totally different than cult members. Parasites are people like Old School or Donnie C, or I don't even know who Honcho Blitz is, but he about to fall in that category because he won't call in. However, what I'll say is there's always a probability that it could happen. But that's exactly what probability means. There's a chance. And the probability of that is not very high, right? It's not high, right? However, there's always a chance, a percentage, a whatever, right? You bet on black, you bet on red. It's a 50-50 chance. Is it a probability? Is it possible that the thing will end on red 10 times in a row? Sure. But it's not a high percentage. It still can happen. I said all that to go and say, kind of what I was saying to Clark a little bit was, we're putting the cart before the horse on a defensive coordinator that we have not seen do anything. I get what his accolades are. I get his accomplishments. I think he's a smart guy because I said he survived 2 head coaches and 4 different coordinators. There's a reason he stayed at the Bengals, because he's probably a very bright guy. And I said there's 2 things why he's at the Bengals. Either he knows somebody and he got pictures of people, or he's a very bright guy and he's young. And I'll go with the latter and say he's a very bright guy and he's young, learning his way. Now he gets an opportunity at Colorado to do that. And you have to have a starting point somewhere in life. Nobody starts, you know what I mean, from just here. You got to be somewhere. So therefore, I say all this to say there's a lot about this that's different than being a position coach than being a coordinator being a head coach. And there's a little learning curve in it. Does that mean he's going to be a bad coordinator? No, not at all. Does it mean he's going to be a great coordinator? We don't know yet. But they've already anointed this guy before he's done anything. He's the king. And I made a video and I said he is the most important hire on this staff right now. He is. Pat Shurmur has a resume, has a history of calling plays. That doesn't always mean it's going to work out. He can always be better. We've seen coaches look like crap, right? And then guess what? Go to another school and be great. And we've seen it vice versa. Let's go with Joe Brady at LSU. Oh my God, Joe Brady, the best coordinator ever. He go to the league and get fired. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
So it's always that's the probability. I'm not downplaying Robert Livingston. We don't know Robert Livingston. Like, we don't know what he's going to do. I hope he does well. I really do. But I'm not going to crown him when I don't know what to crown. Is he a good play caller? Is he a good adjuster? Is he good with making coverages part of the run scheme? Is he good with blitzing? We don't know any of this. And I think there's the issue. And I think that's the problem right there. But I'm going to give you a last say, and I got a couple more callers in, but go ahead, talk to me.
Right to that. And that's the thing I want to say is that you mentioned it perfectly. It's that you said the possibility and the probability dynamic. Mm-hmm. I think it's possible that Colorado could go 12-0. I also think it's possible they could lose every game. That's that possibility. But I would lean more on the winning than losing. But the probability, you're right. I think that when people are having these discussions, they get so caught up in the fandom that they don't understand is that when you have a whole bunch of unknowns, you really cannot, and you don't know the inputs, you really can't determine the outputs. And that's all I'm coming from. I hope they do well. I would love to see them do 12-0. That would totally be something that awesome. Changes college football. I would love it.
It would be, bro, it would be awesome. Awesome. But again, I'll go back and bring in TCU last year. How many of their fan base was screaming 12-0, 12-0? Probably a handful of them. And when they did it, they were like, damn. But guess what? TCU didn't even go 12-0. They lost in the conference game, if I'm not mistaken. The Kansas. Didn't they?
They lost to Kansas State. They sure did.
Kansas State, yeah. Like, 12-0 is such a hard feat. Hard. I don't think nobody's done it in the NFL since the 72 Dolphins. 72 Dolphins. That's over 50 years ago. Bro, what are we talking about? But anyway.
I know. And I'm going to finish this like being a Bama fan. What kept us from a lot of stuff, we had great players, but that kicker caused us all kind of issues over and over for years till we finally got that straight and building it. But again, I want to say I'm looking forward to it. I'd love to see 12-0. That's not shade. That's not hate. Love your show, brother. I'll hang up and listen.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. All right, real quick, I got to address somebody because they like to be funny. How can I call in, little bro? Now, I want you the same one that says, I don't read. It's right here on the screen, big dog. 862-799-9956. That's how you call in. That's what they call a phone number, dog. See? So we both can play these funny games if you want to play. But there's the phone number. It's literally, hold on, I got a point right there on the screen. 862-799-9956. That's how you call in, little bro. I'm glad you could laugh at that, dog. Appreciate you. Can't wait for you to call in. 8391 coming to you. Call and talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What's going on, Coach?
What's going on? Who am I speaking with?
Speaking with Eric.
Eric. All right, Eric, talk to me, man. What's on your mind? What's your thoughts? Colorado getting prepared for summer workouts and fall preparation. No, you're fine. Go talk to me.
Yeah. So I know you had asked about the record. So, I mean, I'll start off with that. Me personally, right? I can see them winning 9 games this year. That's just me personally.
Fine, no problem.
Right? Everyone has their own opinion.
Sure.
That's just what I feel like they could win this year. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you look at the data,
okay,
last season they were in all but 2 games last year, right or wrong. The Washington State game and the Oregon game were massacres, but if you look at the other games, they were all close.
I don't think the USC game was as close as people think. The score reflected that towards the end, but I don't believe that. In my personal opinion, I don't believe they were in that game as close as people think, because when they look at the score, it was 7-point differential. But I was actually at that football game in the stands. It was way different than what I assume people think. But the other games, I'm just telling you.
I mean, the final score was the final score.
But but here's the thing. They scored at the very end, and that's what gave you 7-point differential. Right. But that's my point. Yeah, the final score is the final score. But you would have had to score again just to tie it, and there was no more time on the clock. See, like that's where it was a 14-point, bro. It was a 14-point differential till they scored the last touchdown, which put them into 7. And then they would have had to score again. Hold on. And they would have had to score again to tie it, or maybe go for 2 to win it. But I still think that game is different. That's just my opinion. But again, you may see it your way, and I don't knock you for it. You asked me a question, and I'm answering it. However, I can agree that yes, they were in games that they should not have. That they were in all of those games, but they were also in games that they shouldn't have been in. You shouldn't have been in a game with Colorado State. Like, you should not have been in a game with Colorado State. Like, so I get where you're coming from. You're right. But Colorado State should have been looking like Nebraska, if not worse. Stanford should have been looking like Nebraska, if not worse. Arizona State should have been looking like Nebraska, if not worse, because Scatterboo, their running back, he barely touched the ball. I think he was banged up and hurt up. So, yes.
He got hurt towards the end.
No, he was already hurt when he went in. He never, dog, they did not use Scatterboo against Colorado like they used Scatterboo the entire year. So,
I mean, I saw him play for the majority of the game, and then towards the end, the full quarter, he got hurt. I know that.
I know, but what I'm saying is he was in the game, but he wasn't playing in the game. That's what I'm just trying to give you a thing. So, all right, here we go. But go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
So I'll give you those 3 games, right? So I get your point about them having games where they should have been beating the teams anyway, right? Those teams should have been in the game. I get that, right? But either way, they were in close games that they could have won. They could have easily been maybe 7-5 last year.
Very easy, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I said 6-6. I said 6-6 last year. My record prediction for them was 6-6 last year.
Okay, right. So based on the data from last year and the team compared to this year, I'm just going off PFF, right? The offensive line grades out better than it did last year, right?
That's fair.
The DBs grade out better than they did last year. Right?
I can help you out. I think everybody grades out better except linebackers. So we can just cut it off. Everybody else is better than last year. The quarterback room is still the same. Right. It's not better because it's exactly the same. So you can't say it's better,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
I think the running back room.
I didn't say the quarterbacks. I said the cornerbacks.
I know. I said the quarter. You can't say the quarterback room is upgraded because it's exactly the same.
Okay.
I think the running backs, in my opinion, are even swap. I think you swapped out evenness, like Dylan Hayden could be equated to Alton McCaskill, like that. I hope that, you might be, I'm not saying one's better or worse. I just think it's kind of an even swap. Might be a little bit here or there. Sizes, they're about the same. The way they run the ball, in my opinion, is about the same. So that's just how I look at it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, I think the running backs are a little bit better because Dylan Edwards, I think the backs that they have now can carry. They're more 3-down backs compared to Dylan Edwards. So, and they have just as much speed. So I think the backs are a little bit better, slightly better in my opinion.
All right, go for it.
All right. So I'm just saying, based off that data, based off PFF data, etc., right? And the little minute clips that we see, I just like what I'm seeing from Warren Sapp as far as technique and what he's teaching the D-line and the energy that he's bringing with the D-line. I think this year, Colorado, I don't know how anybody can say they win less than 7 games this year. I see some people going, they only win 4 games this year, which is like outrageous to me.
Yeah, I think
the team is top
crazy.
And bottom better than they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
How can you? I don't even know how that comes up.
The same.
I'm just trying to understand it.
Can I explain? The same way that you just said that they should have won 7 last year and end up winning 4. Things happen. It's football. I don't agree that they're going to win 4 games, but you said, how do you see that? The same way you didn't see them winning 4 games last year. I don't know. Let me ask you. Hold on, real quick. What was your record last year? What was your record prediction last year?
All right. So the record prediction last year, I thought he would win 5 games.
Okay. And they won 4.
And they won 4. But the players compared to last year are a completely different league.
That's fine.
So I'm either way you look at it, even with, so you could say a lot of the games were lost because of bad coaching, right? Either way you look at it, the players can make up for bad coaching. Players can make up for bad coaching. And the players that they have this season are better than the ones last year. I can't see how anybody can say they win less than 7 games.
No problem, bro. If
what
that's how you
games
feel,
do they lose though?
Listen, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I can't tell you anything.
I just came on to try to understand. Like, I'm trying to get a different,
because I said 6
opinion on it.
So mine is 6.
Or subjective opinion.
Okay, I said 6. So I'm 1 less than what you're saying. And the reason I say that is because, again, before I answer it, let me ask you a quick question. What's your thought? What do you think Robert Livingston is going to do this year?
So, all right. So I know Robert Livingston comes up a lot, right?
Yeah, but I'm asking
a lot.
You. Mm-hmm.
So I think Robert Livingston, to me, kind of reminds me of how Mike McDonald was for the Ravens. I think they're both brainiacs, right? And I think they're extremely detailed. We don't know what Robert Livingston is, but when Mike McDonald got to the Ravens, right, from Michigan, his first couple of games, he was looking a little bit shaky. It looked like he didn't belong in the NFL. But as the season progressed, he became elite. And you saw that this past NFL season.
Okay,
right?
I get it.
And I think Robert Livingston is the same exact way. He's a brainiac. He's always in the film room. And I think he's extremely good with DBs.
Yeah, but he's a defensive coordinator. I'm talking about him as a defensive coordinator. My question is, what does he bring to? Yeah, but I'm saying, what does he bring to Colorado as a defensive coordinator?
I think his intelligence, his smarts, the same thing that Mike McDonald brought. That will be the key factor.
Mike McDonald,
him being able to place.
Yeah,
Mike McDonald from the Ravens, who's the Seahawks head coach now.
Yeah, but Mike McDonald was also at, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't he the DC at Michigan?
He was the DC at Michigan, correct. Yeah. And I'm comparing Robert Livingston to him, even though Mike McDonald was a DC. Robert Livingston and him, I think, are both the same type of coach. They're both brainiacs. They both study the game a lot. They're both in the film room a lot. They both put people in great positions, to me, to make them excel. So that's just me, especially DBs.
Okay, but what
we don't know yet about Robert Livingston.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear.
This is
Thank
my
you.
prediction.
I appreciate you, dog. I love your point of view, but at the end of the day, you said exactly, we don't know. And I thank you for your honesty.
Right.
I thank you for your honesty. That's all I can say, Eric. Because people are going to say, well, he's going to do this. And again, one thing I'll appreciate you came in here with nothing but data. The data said, and then guess what? You said we don't know. So I appreciate your honesty. I got to run. We got other callers on the line. But Eric, man, I love the conversation, man. Make sure you call in more often, bro.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Much love, man. That was a great call by Eric in the building, man. All right, let me go to the next caller here. Who is next in line? 6114 in the building. 6114 in the building. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Coach, what up? This Ham 850.
Ham 850. What's up with you, man? What you doing calling in over here, man? I don't know if you want this. You ready to jump on the dog side, boy?
A bit on the dark side.
What's up, man? Talk to me.
Man, I got the boys going. I said 4-8, but I give them one more game, 5-7.
I think that's low. I think that's. I actually. I know y'all gonna be like, but coach, you're not standing on business. I still stand on my 6-6, but I could definitely see them winning 7 games. I don't have a problem with that. I think 6-6 is a fair because it's due to injury and newness, like I said in the show before. But I definitely see them winning 6 games, in my opinion. But I mean, if you say 5, dog, that's your opinion. Go for it. I tell y'all ain't gonna get me.
I don't see no 10-2. I don't see no 11-1. I don't see that. Like, I don't see it.
Lexus. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
But yeah, man, they're gonna have to show me.
Hey, dog, it's football. You got to show up 12 times in the fall, dog. You got to show up 12 times in the fall. That's all I can say. Guess what?
I got them 5-7 though. That's all.
All right, 5-7. I hear you. I hear you. Why do you think 5-7 though? Why like why do you think so low? Like, why are you thinking so low?
I just feel like the line, like I just feel like the O-line will be a problem again. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that much improvement. Like, even though they got new faces, whatever they say, new faces, bigger players, I still think that's gonna be like their downfall, the offensive line. I just think that's just me. That's just me thinking. I don't think the D line. I don't think the D line. I don't think you're gonna be all that either. I think you're gonna be able to run on them again this year. Like, I just don't see it. I
like Anquan Bolden. I think he's a sleeper in the group, be honest. I don't know why he didn't play at Florida State. I broke his tape down. And like I said last night on Big Tiger show that he in the spring he looked like he's playing at a different level than everybody else. But that's just me. He looks stronger. He looks faster, more physical than everybody else. But that's just my opinion. But we'll see, man. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's 12 times in the fall, you got to show up. And, it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. Well, like I said, let me run and see, man. Ham, you in the building, ain't you?
Yeah.
I love it, bro. I love it, man. Well, we're going to have a good time, man. I appreciate it.
All
right. Thanks, brother. Real quick before I go to the next caller, y'all check this out. For all the Colorado fans out here, if you haven't seen it already, I did drop the WRE, which is our watch, react, evaluate, like the player evaluation on Mantrez Walker, the linebacker from Buford High School in Georgia. 6'1", 200. I think he's 6'1", 225 pounds. Y'all go check that out as well, man. Big dude. He gonna hit you. He gonna make plays. But go check out the evaluation. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Anyway. Dang, Julia. Coach, you breed a house of hate. God dang. Julia, you got to call in, baby, because you told me last time you love me. Now you told me I breed a house of hate. God dog. I breed a house of hate. That's tough right there for I'm sorry. I breed a house of hate. That's tough. Julia, I don't know if you hurt my feelings or you made me laugh. Oh, golly. Julie, you know you got to call in. All right, let me go to the next one, 4621. Call and talk to us. Give us your name, where you call it from.
Hey, what's up, Coach? How is this, JB?
Excuse me, JB. I'm sorry. I've got the hiccups from laughing at Julia. Do you believe Coach Hayes breeds a house of hate?
No, man. You give an objective point to
I'm just
football
asking.
and Colorado fans.
And
Man.
I'm so confused, man. Julia told me last show she loved me. And this is a toxic relationship, Julia. And I don't know if I want to be a part of it. Call in. We got to discuss. We either going to make up on the air or we're going to break up on the air. But whatever we're going to do, we're going to do it on the air. We ain't doing it through text messages. So when we go to court, I can show them the video. Anyway, talk to me, man. What's up, JB?
Man, I got them going 6-6. I think they've got a lot of players who may have started at lower levels that that are having to start for them.
Okay.
And a lot of the times, those players that play at lower levels don't necessarily pan out when they go to Power 5, Power 4 now. So it's not a guarantee. I think LaJohntay Wester,
I like him too.
I
I like him a lot. I think he's going to do big things, man.
I think he's going to do big things. My only question with him is he going to be fed? Is he going to be happy? I mean, you don't go there your senior year because I believe he could have stayed at FAU and racked up tons of stats and got drafted just as high if he has a 600-yard season at CU.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of curious about how that's going to pan out. I mean, I think they have a stacked receiver room as far as college football goes. There probably will be an odd man out. I'm not confident in the line is what my issue is.
What do you mean?
I don't know how.
I
I think they got better on the O-line.
Okay.
I don't know how much better, man. We realistically losing Savion Washington. I know he played hurt last year, so he really couldn't see his whole body of work be successful. But I think he was a solid player. Also, he went to a better program. And then you lose what's the center's name that went to Oregon State, who was a better program also. So I think when you lose some staples or consistent players like that, you kind of gotta, and you replace them with, the other tackles. But I don't know if Vincent's better than Savion Washington. And then you have all these guys, like one of those dudes is coming in hurt or overweight, and then you got all these guys, you have depth pieces, and injuries are gonna happen. Are they ready to play? I think it's just a lot of questions from the offensive side. I brought this up yesterday or day before yesterday. The collective amount of yardage that the running backs have coming into this season, even playing college football, is like 300 yards from last year. So it's not that the running backs are bad. I mean, any of them really played.
And there you have it. And there you have it. You have a lot of. Here's what I tell people. I think there's a lot of potential on this program. And
definitely.
And potential means you have not done it yet. Unlike Wester, he has played a lot and was the man for his program. And I think he can carry over to Colorado. With a quarterback like Shedeur, he can definitely do big things. I'm not getting into will he get fed enough? I don't know. That's not my business. That's Pat Shermer, Coach Prime, and the rest of them. That's up to them.
Definitely.
But I know he definitely can contribute at a high level. And
definitely.
And shout out to Eric. He has data that proves it. See, there's a lot of potential on this team, but people don't want to say that. We got guys like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the young man from Tennessee. This is no knock. This is the reality. He was at Tennessee for 2 years. He got 3 tackles in 2 years. This was the same question I had when it came to DeMoy Kennedy last year. No knock on DeMoy Kennedy. He had, I think, 8 tackles in 2 years, or a year or two at Colorado. What are we talking about? There's no body of work to say what he can do. That doesn't mean he can't do it, but we don't have to, like Eric said, if you want to look at the data, we don't have data to say this guy is capable of or he is not capable of. We don't know. I'm not saying they won't turn into be great players. Everybody got to start somewhere. But my whole thing is putting the cart before the horse. We got to stop saying this guy's going to be the next best Lawrence Taylor or the next Aaron Donald, and he's in his third year of college and he got 2 tackles. I'm not saying he can't be Aaron Donald in year 3, 4, 5, but we don't know yet. But because he put a CU on the side of the helmet, we think all of a sudden he the next Aaron Donald, and that's not fair to that kid. But again, Coach Hayes is not here to change minds. I'm just here to put it out there. You consume it if you choose or not. But man, let me push on to these next callers, man. We'll definitely chop it up.
I appreciate it, man.
Thanks for the call, man.
No problem.
All right. We're going, my man T from Baltimore, baby. T, what's up with you? T. Oh, man, he hung up on me. You see, remember I told you I was petty? Now look who shows back up. All of a sudden, 9:09, I asked you a question. 9:55, you show back up. Parasite. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all remember when I asked the question? Hey, Donnie C, what's your record going to be? This is what you heard. Then when Julius said, I breed a house of hate, then he comes back and says, mid-level hater. Still waiting, Donnie C. Still waiting on you, Donnie C. Oh, my bad. You know what, Donnie? Crickets again. I know. You don't want that pressure. T from Baltimore, what's up, baby?
What's going on, Coach? Can you hear me loud and clear, man?
I got you. I can tell you in the car, man. Drive safe now.
Yeah. Coming from Georgia, man. Coming from that GX.
All
hey,
right.
We talking about Colorado tonight?
It's Tuesday. Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Listen, man. Look, I saw they do a little well off, man. Oh, real quick, though. Shout out on that Kamani video. I seen your boy had to repost it on my Twitter. Try to get you some bump on that thing.
Oh, yeah, man. Listen, and I gave you a shout out, too, man. I appreciate you. You talking about the NIL scholarships. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that. But nah, this I'm gonna start off with my prediction first.
All right.
I had them at 7-5, now they at 6-6.
Ooh, why they go down?
Because I thought they was going to address a tight end.
Ooh.
And they never did. They have no real threat in the scene, bro. And you a defensive coach, you know how easy that is to defend. I ain't even got to worry about you trying to throw it in the seam. You ain't got. They ain't there. They ain't proven at least.
Wow.
So you didn't address your tight end issue at all. Then you still got a starting left tackle that's a freshman. He gonna have some growing pains. And the thing about the blind side is his mistakes get astrobated because, bro, like they can knock your door head backwards if he mess up bad. All it takes is one good one from him.
I didn't think about the tight. I thought about the tackle part, but the tight end piece, yeah. And the big boy left from Cincinnati, the kid from Miami.
Yeah,
he's from the Miami area, played at Central, I believe, North Miami, and went to Cincinnati. He came in, he left. I think they got another guy from Ohio State, but again, let's talk about potential. He didn't play at Ohio State. Well, I'm sorry, he played. He didn't contribute anything to Ohio State. I don't think he even has any stats. So he's a blank slate. There's no true. You can't give an analysis on this guy. There's nothing. What are you gonna go 3 years back to his high school tape? Fine, no problem. You can do that. Wow.
I don't see it, Coach. Then they didn't address their special teams. They had one of the worst special teams in college football. And college football, you know, just like I do, it was bad all around the board. Special teams was horrible last year for everybody. Nobody really had a solid special team. And we don't really like to focus on it, but it can bite you in the butt when you're in a tight game and you need to make a field goal or get a punt to control field position and things like that. I ain't talking about the players. I'm talking about the coaching. Who's coaching special teams? The same person?
I don't know. Maybe the fans could tell us who's coaching special teams, y'all. Who's coaching special teams?
I just, it's so many holes in the team, man. They focused a lot on the wide receivers, and then the sad part about the wide receiver room is they overstacked it with people that's the same age that's trying to do the same thing.
Right.
Wester, Jimmy, Hunter, the boy from Vanderbilt, all them trying to leave and go to the NFL next year. That's not stacked to me. Stacked is the 2021 Ohio team that had Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Najik Boo-Smith, and had a young Marvin Harrison Jr. sitting on the bench learning. That's stacked. This ain't stacked. Yep. That's not it. I'm
Jaden
sorry.
Ballard.
This is everybody trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, Jaden Ballard and everything else. Real quick, Geniality says it's the same. Trevor, I guess Trevor is the same coach. So it's the same coach from last year.
So that's what I mean. They didn't address these things, and they bit them in the ass last year.
Well, no, again, special teams is the forgotten 33% of victory. I've always said that. Special teams is the forgotten 33% of victory. A lot of people don't realize, and I know they got this great punter, and no knock to him. Great job, but that's one phase of special teams, right? The punt game. It definitely can flip the field, change the field. Instead of your team going, and the opponent's going 60 yards for touchdowns, now they got to go 70, 80, maybe sometimes even 90 yards, which is a great thing. And so the further they have to go, the better the odds are that your defense stops them. But that's one phase of it. Yeah. I mean, so we'll see, though, T. That's all I can tell you, dog. At the end of the day, we'll see. That's the best I can say.
I say 6-6. I just want to know from your standpoint, because you're a defensive head coach, looking at the pieces that they have, given how good Shedeur is, and let's say the line is, let's say, standard. You know what I mean? Let's say it's standard. It's decent. How hard or how easy is it to defend a team that really can't go 11 personnel? Not for real, because the tight ends don't really exist.
Well, here's what I'll say. I mean, the personnel piece I get. Their success is going to be based on their run game. That's all I can tell you. I'm not saying they don't have a run game. We don't know. We don't know.
But if you don't have a tight end that can, I mean.
No, I get where you're coming from. But again, if you don't have a tight end, it may affect your run game. Last year, remember, they put Bishop Thomas as the H-back. They had Mikey Harrison. He was a little light for a quote-unquote a tight end and maybe in the blocking aspect of it. But again, you're right. So maybe because they have to go, 10 personnel and still try to run in some form of fashion or use some kind of, H-back or bring in another guy. I don't know. That's up to them dudes getting paid millions to figure that out. Coach Hayes sitting on here for 3 hours for $40. So I'm going to let them figure that out. What I'm saying to you is at the end of the day, their run game, in my opinion, and that's all teams, if you can't establish a run game, you're going to have a hard time. Will you win some games? Sure. Can you win a lot of big games? I don't think so. It's hard. You have to be able to run the rock. I know people love to throw the ball around the yard. That's the pretty thing. That's sexy. Shedeur throws for 450 yards this game, 3 touchdowns, right? But it's no different than Jordan scoring 63 against Boston and still lose. It's pointless, right?
Yeah.
So now, instead of that becoming a team thing, that's an individual thing. Man, Shedeur threw for 450 yards, 4 touchdowns, blah, blah, blah. He need to go to the Heisman. But yeah, they still lost the game. So at the end of the day, there's only really one stat that matters, the wins and the losses. And that's it, right? And so, because here's the funny thing. When you talk about last year's team, you know what everybody says when you bring up Shedeur? Bro, he got sacked 50 sometimes and still threw for 3,500 yards, which is awesome. Not the sacks, but the 3,500 yards. But see how it goes from a team thing? They never say he threw for 58. I mean, he got 58 sacks, threw for 3,500 yards, and they still won 9 games. They lead. You can't say that part. So now it becomes an individual stat about Shador and not team. And unfortunately, is it? And this is again not knocking Shador. Is it a Shador thing or is it the Colorado Buffaloes? It's about the Colorado Buffaloes as a team within itself. So I don't know, T. Let me roll, man. I got some more callers back here rocking, man. And my timer is broken. I gotta fix my timer.
I got one more question for you, Coach. I got one more question.
All right, talk to me.
All right. You hold a team meeting, you introducing all your new guys, freshmen come up, everybody, speaking, highly of the team, man. We trying to win now. This, that, and the third. Then you got a guy to come up and say, I'm here to take somebody's job. How you feel about that?
A player?
A player says that, addressing the team for the first time. I'm here to take somebody's job.
I don't have a problem with it because it's a player-to-player response. Okay. Because it's a player-to-player, right? I do believe in this saying, competition creates extinction. It's different if I'm the coach and I say, hey, T came here to take your job. That's different if I'm the coach saying that you are coming to take another. But if a player comes and say, look, dog, I'm coming to take your spot, bro. I really don't have a problem with it. It's healthy competition. It's the summer. I really, I like trash talking, so I'm all for it. That's just me. But
all of them the same age now. Everybody.
No, I get
no
it.
hierarchy. It ain't like you talking to a lower classman or something like that.
But guess what?
Everybody sings. Everybody trying to go to the league literally next year. Everybody.
I agree. But
I'm here to take your job and mess up your whole chance.
So
that's what I'm here to do.
I get it. But guess what? If I don't have that mindset, then that means if you flip it in reverse, is that dude is my last shot too. It's 2 lions and one deer. So
that's true.
So what I'm saying is, yeah, dog. I'm letting you know. I'm telling you, I'm coming to take your spot. So you better be on your game because when it gets taken, don't be surprised. But if I don't get it, bro, you stepped up to the plate. That's how I look at it, from player to player, not coach to players.
I feel that.
And again, it's not my fault that maybe the coach got everybody the same age. I'm not looking at age. I'm looking at he's on my team, but right now from now until August, he the opposition, dog.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay. I respect that. I feel that. You kind of changed my mind on it. I like that perspective. All right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, T. Let me roll, man. Thanks, baby.
Man. Do your thing, brother. I'm still here supporting.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to join pretty soon, my brother.
Yeah, drive safe, man. Be safe on that road out there, man. Hey, Georgia Highway Patrol don't play. Them boys out there with them Corvettes, man. So don't try to run, dog. We don't want to see you on the news, cuz. Be safe out there, man.
All right, man.
All right. Before I get to Studio One in the building, you got to make sure you call in 862-799-9956. For my man, Lil Bro. The phone number ain't changed. It's still up here. You're more than welcome to call in, Lil Bro. Huh? Maybe he went somewhere else. Also, Donnie C. I got to address this. Petty Pendergrass back at it again. I don't give predictions. I just pretend every game is winnable. Take it or let it alone. See, you be the people I be talking about. You the people I talk about. Y'all don't want to stand on business. Y'all don't want no skin in the game. But boy, they go 12-0. Donnie C gonna be on here talking. But Donnie C, you soft. Just call it. And for you, I give you the world's smallest violin, my brother. The world's smallest violin plays a tune for you as we watch you go down in the history of shame. Parasite 101. And with that being said, Donnie C., we should never hear from you ever again. Thank you. Rest in peace, brother. We'll never see you again, dog. Because that's what I be talking about. Parasites. They come to your channel and they try to hang on. And then when guess what? When it's time to stand on business, guess what? They don't want to stand on business. But let them win 9 games. He'll be right on here. Typing in all caps. Honcho, that's what I'm talking about. Nah, little bro, I'm still here. Well, call in. The number is 862-799-9956 because I won't smoke.
Do you want smoke?
I want it.
We want all the smoke.
I want all the smoke, Honcho. I'm glad I can help you out, Marie. Glad you're in the building. J, what's up, baby? All right, Studio One in the building. What's up with you, man? Talk to me.
Whoa, Boulevard. Let's go.
What's happening right now? Talk to me. Are you the soccer god tonight?
Club Boulevard. That's what's that.
Hold up.
16 parlay just complete. Pay 77-1, boy.
Hold on. I don't know what that means. Hold on. Y'all chill out. Relax. This is the Soccer God, Studio One Live. Hold on.
I got them locks.
Beijing Professional, Shandong Tyson, Shanghai Shenhua. Give y'all some locks tonight, boy.
Studio One Live, a.k.a. Soccer God.
We got the one and only Soccer God in the building, Studio One Live. He giving you all the overseas, I don't want to say Asian, Chinese, Taiwanese,
Asian,
Filipino,
Asians,
whatever.
South America, the whole world. Hey, I had Atletico Mineiro. This is where Monday's video. Boulevard. Let's go. Flamingo. And then I had Botafogo and Junior to draw. They paid 77-1. That means $10 get you $770. $100 get you $7,700. Let's go. Just needed that. My son graduated. His graduation tomorrow. My birthday June 1st. My grandson got district weeks. Let's get it. I got a video out for y'all tomorrow on the same league, the Copa Libertadores and the Copa Sudamericanas. Y'all better lock in, boy. Y'all want this money, boy. Listen, it's funny. The algorithm funny, coach. They'll look at my Kung Fu video, my trap videos in the thousands. But I go 6-0, 4 on the draws, and they get 1 or 2 views. I go 26-3 one day, and he gets 4 views. I said, what's going on? I said, okay, they don't want the money. They don't want the money.
All right, so real quick, a lot of people don't know what's going on. This is Studio One Live. He is the soccer god, meaning he does overseas wagers. That's what we'll call it. Donations, if y'all know what I mean. And he is the soccer god when it comes to Shang Chang Professional, Tang Chai Fong Tong, Flung Sang.
Hey, hold on, coach. Since you want to read them out, I'm gonna give them 2 locks to bet with them every time you see them. Shanghai Shenhua and Shanghai Port. Them boys, the Shanghai dudes, bet with them in the China Super League. Them boys, they running through it. But anyway,
okay,
I got some Colorado talk now, real quick.
All right, talk to a hold on. Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
I had my Colorado topic on. Listen, I'm scrolling through my phone. You know how they had a little news article, clickbait news articles.
Yeah.
And I see a story say Shiloh filed bankruptcy.
an $18 million judgment signed against her for beating somebody to death almost. I said, they always got all the stories up with Colorado. You can't miss a story. Colorado show. I haven't seen this show. What, they don't want to talk about this? And what has Pam said about it? Where is the accountability? Is he gonna discipline them or what's happening?
So you asking me about this bankruptcy? Is that what you're asking me?
I'm asking the Colorado fan, but yeah, what do you feel about this? Why hasn't the story been addressed about Shiloh, the top corner, beating his man up like this and being sued to the point he got to file bankruptcy, but they still jumping around, bruh? That's one of the reasons why the judgment got. See, y'all fans were mad at us. We hating because we said, hey, y'all shouldn't showboat like that. Y'all shouldn't be showing all this, that, and that. Oh, these kids, they having fun. Yeah, the judge saw it and said, you got it. $18 million. Pay it.
Thought it was 11 or 13, but I hear where you came. Millions is millions. Here's what I'll say.
$18 million. Go look at it.
No, I'll take your word for it. Here's what I'll say. First of all, this was when he was in high school. I believe it was called a Focus School or Truth something, whatever high school this was he was at. So this happened quite a few years ago. The settlement happened, I want to say 2021, 2022. Again, people in there that follow this stuff, they know. I think
the judgment was just filed right before this new year started. So what it tells me is the judge saw he got the money.
Well, they may have gone back. So hold on. I don't know. I am a legal expert because I watched every Matlock episode. I watched all of Judge Judy, and I'm halfway through Judge Joe Brown. So I'm working on my doctorate as I get through Judge Joe Brown. But just follow me. They may have gone back. I think the initial judgment order has already been in place in somebody says 22. I want to say 21, 22. This gentleman, I know just about a month and a half ago, he was on Jason Whitlock's show talking about it. That was the first time I ever heard about it. So I thought it was something recent until you go look about it. This guy has already made a documentary about this whole thing, everything. I don't know. I forgot the guy named John something or whatever his name is. He is already going to make a documentary. He said he got nerve damage. He had a broken something in his neck, all of that stuff, whatever. I'm not getting into the details. But this is old. Now, it may have come back up because, again, this guy is saying, look, I haven't got paid from my settlement, and they out here showboating, maybe to your point. So he may have filed another one to say, hey, I need my money. Run me my cash. So then, therefore, now that Shiloh is an adult, he may have had to file. I don't know all of the things. I got to get on it. But what I will say,
I know you don't. And that's the point. I say they'll make a story about everything else, Colorado, but I haven't seen this one. It slipped through the cracks, huh? So we want to show accountability. They all in Paris, showboating. How's that going to affect the team? Is Shiloh, what's on his mind?
So
he's going to be able to perform, or is he going to perform better because he know he got to pay this money?
So here's what I'll say. Because Shiloh was under 18, Pilar as being the parent and Deion Sanders as being a parent, somehow, from my understanding, Deion Sanders got out of it. Maybe because he did not have custody of Shiloh at the time, so he's not held liable. I'm just talking. And I think Pilar had to do the same thing. I don't know all the details.
Let me ask you this then.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Let's spin it this way. Is that good morals? Is Deion avoiding accountability? Now Shiloh is trying to avoid accountability. He's filing bankruptcy. He don't want to pay for the damage he caused. Deion is separating himself. That's your son. So none of y'all want to pay for this man, and y'all beating somebody to the point he got damaged. And y'all, no, bro. No, bro. And y'all want to praise this man like he's Jesus, but that don't look good. That don't look good on the surface, y'all Colorado Colt fans. Y'all better get it together. Y'all going 2-12, and they're going to embarrass Deion out of there, unfortunately. Because he acting like he this good guy, but he a con artist. Point blank. You don't like it? Turn me to the stake for not believing in your coach.
So let me ask you this. I'm going to flip it on you now.
Good.
Would you pay it?
Listen. 18 million?
Would you pay it?
Who knows?
No,
Who knows? But hey, listen. I wouldn't pay it. I would try not to pay it.
Okay. So
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Who want to just give up the 18 million?
Your son points
however,
hold on.
However, coach, that's one thing to keep yourself pure. Don't lie and do shit that'll keep you embarrassed, so you do have to lie. Okay? So if they were moral men, you ain't finna beat nobody to the Pope. You gonna get mercy. If you know you can whoop somebody ass, you this big athlete, you ain't finna harm them people, man. There's some people I see and I look at, man, I say, man, I can't fight him. I couldn't. Just like a girl. I couldn't hit a girl. I couldn't think of myself balling my fists up and hitting a girl, bro. It's about morals. And are you really a good person?
So you
and they don't look like it on surface.
Hold on. So you say
I ain't gonna say they is or ain't, because I don't know.
Hold on.
But on surface, they looking a little bit so boldy and not really concerned about anybody else, but who's with them jumping around.
So hold on, Shiloh. Hold on, studio. So you said you wouldn't pay it. So you don't have morals?
I have morals not to have myself in that position. I guarantee you, I wouldn't have beat whoever he was who was close to him.
No, but it wasn't you. It was your son. Deion didn't do it. His son punched the dude. And that's clear that his son
I tell you what. If I got the money that Deion got, I probably would have went to that court and tried to make some arrangement and then and settle something with him. I surely would have. Before the judge had to slap 18 million on them for them avoiding it. I guarantee you, back then, if they were sat down with that man and said, all right, we sorry for what we did. We're wrong. How can we make this better? I guarantee you, dog would have took about 2 or 3 million and went away.
I
guarantee it.
I hear
but the judge made it 18 million because of they showboating. He no telling what he asked for at the beginning. But y'all ain't gonna pay me? Look at him, Judge. They got Louis Vuitton in Paris. Judge said, all right, don't worry, I got it. I got them. 18 million. Nah. There's no way around this one, brother. It looks shabby.
Hey, dog. Hey, he might be taking that Boost Mobile money to pay him off. That boy got a whole Razor cell phone right now, man. So, real quick.
And he hiding his NIL. They were talking about he reporting all this other income, but we ain't getting no reporting of the NIL money.
We want to see his tax return.
They want it.
I want to see his tax returns.
They want it. They want the money.
Where his tax returns at? Give up the tax return. Boy, if you look at Shiloh tax return, that thing probably $2,300.
It said 500,000 he reported last year taxes according to that news article.
I don't know. I ain't read the article, man. But listen, I got
according to the article, it's roughly little under 500,000.
That's
and pickle tax reporting. You know that's the public. They can pull that shit up.
But that's still a long way from 18 million, bro.
He's so bold.
Hey, tell
and they ain't trying to address it.
All right, here's what I'll do.
3 years old.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna text Shiloh right now, and I'm gonna tell him if he want to get the 18 million. I'm gonna text him right now while we're here. I'm gonna text him to get the 18 million to pay the dude. Get with you and bet on Shang Shine Professional, Twing Twong Shing Thong, and
he got the money.
No, I'm saying
and
he could double it.
He got the money.
I just texted him, dog.
He would have put that 100 bands.
We'll see,
He
man. But
put
listen,
100 bands on it like a whale. He would have had the money to pay it off.
I love it, man. I'm out of here, man. I got to go catch these other
7.7. We would have had half of it. 7.7 million. He would have had half.
I hear you, studio. I got to run, dog. We got the other callers on the line.
All right, baby. Hey, I love y'all, man. Hey, y'all check out the video tomorrow, boy. I promise you I'm gonna hit again tomorrow because I got this Copa Libertadores locked in. I know the draws. I know who finna play around because they already got the goddamn on the playoff spot wrapped up, and etc.
Copa Libertadores. All right, I like it.
Copa Libertadores and
oh man, I missed the chat.
Sudamericana.
I missed one. Boosie Sports, $4.99. Good chatting with you on the panel yesterday on Big Tiger Media. You got a great show tonight. Thank you, Boosie. I'm sorry I missed it, man. I must have got shot past. And that happens sometime. I apologize, man. I'll leave that up there for a little bit. Thank you, Boosie Sports. Y'all go check those guys out.
I'm about to snatch something off the blockchain right now. About 10 minutes. I sit in the cash app.
Go. All right, there it is. I'm sitting here waiting on you. All right, man.
Matter of fact, I got it. If you're still on, I'm gonna have to. Hey, you gonna see my government. Hey, Rudy Guru and my government name pop up there.
I got it blocked though.
But I don't care about my government name because I'm an author. I'm a published author out there. Rainforest Project is coming. It's getting redone in the audio. I'm gonna be the acting voices, and trust me, it's gonna be entertaining. You heard me?
I hear you, dog. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yo.
All right. But I'm a dog Studio One Live. You know how you got to tell somebody like bye, but you got to start 30 minutes early because you know it's going to be 30 more minutes for you. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog right there. Love him to death. All right, real quick. Boosie Sports again, $4.99. Thank you. Good chatting with you on the panel yesterday, Big Tiger Media. Yeah, you got a great show tonight. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I apologize. I missed that, man. Golly, man. All right, let me get to the next call in here. 8350. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Coach Hayes. Rico in the house.
Talk to me, Rico. I miss you I ain't talked to you in a minute, man.
Hey, right on, brother. Likewise. Been just going through something, man, but I'm back in strive again.
I'm glad, man.
Check that dude on there, man, is a nut. And here's the thing, man. I got a lot of respect for your show, man.
Thank you, man.
But that dude there don't need to be on your show because he's such a hater. You know, we already got a lot of hate in the world, man, but he is a true hater because he's probably old dusty fingernail wearing, mechanic type of guy.
Actually, a pretty bright dude, man.
Yeah, I get it. But check this. That boy lawsuit ain't gonna hold no merit in court.
They've already made a settlement.
He didn't get no money then, which makes they gonna get something now. The boy was a kid. You think any judge in the country gonna hold that's gonna hold any type of merit where that boy had to pay that man? It's too late. If you didn't get money out of his daddy then, because see, the parents are held accountable for their kids, and you didn't get money when he was 15, and it ain't like he just had got inherited some money. His daddy always had money. You know what I mean? So the man, that ain't gonna hold no merit, man. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Let's get with the Buffalo, man. What the Colorado Buffalo doing, man? You understand me?
Yeah, but
boy, look here.
Rico, do you mind if I say one thing? I disagree. Now, what Prime did that was smart from the business standpoint, he separated himself from there. How he did it, I don't know. Was it because he didn't have custody? However he did it, he separated himself as not being liable for Shiloh's action.
He had custody of them boys. You remember the show he had? He had custody since they was little.
Okay. Remember, him and Pilar were separate, were divorced at the time.
He got custody of the kids. I live in Texas. I'm just saying. I know.
I could live in Texas too. We could tell you what we say and what's on paper is two different things. I don't know. Maybe he did.
You remember his show he had?
I don't watch reality TV like that. I can't sit there and watch other people like.
Well, he had a show where he had his kids, man, when they was 9 and 10 years old.
Okay,
always
fine.
till they was.
Here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I tell you. If there's a judgment, for whatever reason, all I'll say is, it's up to him. I don't care. Them rich people problems. So anyway, I didn't want to say
that's what I'm saying, man.
All right, so go ahead.
Right
next.
on, right on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, right on. I get that, man. That ain't got nothing to do with us, right?
Nothing at all.
That's a waste of good air time, man. When we talking about the Colorado Buffaloes, man, that's going somewhere this year, man. You hear me?
Where they going, baby?
Woo,
Where they going?
I don't know. We gonna win over 6 games. I put it like that. We gonna win over 6 games.
So how many you
know
gonna
what
win?
I mean? And that's a guaranteed fact.
How many you gonna win?
But it's gonna be over 6. I can't just put my mouth and pinpoint, but I can tell you this for a fact: it's gonna be over 6 games. Boy, they got some dogs in there for real, and they coming.
Rico, I need a record.
Did you hear what Rick George said today?
Rico, I want to hear what Rico got to say. Rico, I need a record prediction. Y'all make me have a.
Okay.
Y'all hold on. Y'all hold me accountable. Go ahead. What's your record? Well, imagine if I come on here.
I don't want to just put my foot in my mouth, but
yeah,
I'll
but
give
y'all
them
don't have no.
8 games.
Hold on, wait, Rico.
For sure.
Rico, y'all don't have a problem with Coach Hayes because when Coach Hayes come on here, and imagine if I would have said what you just said. Coach Hayes, what's your record prediction? Well, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, so I'm not gonna really.
Coach Hayes, we got some running backs, man. Look here, we ain't gonna miss Dylan Edwards at all. That's straight up and down, dude, man. He's straight up and down, man. You know what I'm saying? We got some. Man, we got an offensive line with some backup. We got some dogs, man. And I pay attention to a lot of teams, right, on this YouTube. But, boy, I pay attention to them Buffaloes more than anybody. And I'm watching them. We coming. We coming.
They told me to smile and make it better.
Well, take a drink on me. It'll make it all better. See, because we live in reality, man. We live in a reality world.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm smiling.
Yeah, but I know that you're a Miami fan. You know what I mean? I know that you're gonna ride or die for your team, and I respect that.
But that's not true.
You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm the one said 7. I said 7-5 last year. We went 7-5. I didn't give a record. I say 10-win minimum.
How many?
10-win minimum.
So you trying to tell me that they got a better roster right now than the Buffalo?
Oh, come on, Rico, please.
No.
Rico.
You trying to tell me that your quarterback is better than Shador?
Rico, please don't do this to yourself.
I like you, man.
I love
you. Know
you.
What I mean?
I love you.
Hey,
dog. Don't do this.
Just
to
like
yourself.
the Dallas Mavericks going beat Boston Celtics.
Rico, please don't do that. Rico, stop. I gotta stop you, dog, because you're gone too far. Rico.
We're gonna have a better record. I'll put it like this, man. Since you want to go and say that y'all gonna be 10, y'all gonna win 10 plus, we're gonna win 12 plus. And
right.
We ain't playing.
So let's do this, Rico. I've never seen you on camera, but here's what we'll do. You have a beard, Rico? You have a beard?
I have one like you. You know what I mean?
You got a mustache?
I got one like you.
All right. I'll bet you the left side of your mustache to the right side of mine. Hold on, hear me out. That our record will be better than Colorado's. Let's do it. We shave it right here on camera. We shave it live on camera. No. See, now you want to get into detail before you was just talking. No. Do your homework.
I got to know.
You should have done your homework before you start talking trash. So my question is, Here's the bet. The right side of my beard to the left side of yours. Cut it live on camera. Dave Talk Buff got one. He got to put on a Miami Hurricane uniform, or I got to put on a Colorado uniform and do a show. I got another bet with a gentleman. Same bet, left side of his beard, the right side of mine. So I get 2 or 3 of y'all on here cutting y'all face at the same time.
No, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. See, I'm a Chiefs fan for life, right?
No. Rico, stop. Rico, no. Let's not do that because I got other callers. What I'm asking you is
bet, man. Bet.
All I
Our
know.
record gonna be way better than y'all's.
Okay, that's all I know.
Y'all quarterback ain't nowhere near as good as Buffalo's quarterback. Man, do you see what that boy can do? We got a bet, but do you see what that boy can do? Have you seen it? Did you need glasses? Because listen, he did last year with the squad that they had. We got a squad 3 times better than what they got last year, right now. And watch that boy show up and show out.
Good job.
And I put that on my beard.
I know. Can I say this? And I got to go. My quarterback beat your quarterback 56-10 or some craziness. What was y'all record? Anyway,
listen,
I got to go. Much love, dog.
How long? Let me ask you a question before you go. Coach Hayes, How long has y'all quarterback been in Miami?
We beat y'all. Listen, my quarterback beat your quarterback 56-14.
No. Answer the question, brother. How long has your quarterback been in Miami?
Since January.
This year?
Yeah, since January.
Man, quarterback. I ain't heard nothing about this quarterback, man. Nothing.
You don't know who our quarterback is?
He's a no name.
Okay, he's no name. No problem. Hey, no name, no problem. But what you will be doing is cutting your beard in December. Man, Rico, love you to death, but I got to go. My bad.
Peace, my brother.
I'd rather.
All right. Well.
Yes, sir. So here's a perfect example, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a perfect example of people that come on here and they don't do their research. He don't even know that Cam Ward is our quarterback at Miami that put the shellacking. He put a shellacking on Colorado, 56-14. They just be talking. And I love them. Rico, I love you, bro. I do. But you're going to cut that beard. I want you to put a part right in the middle. Take your time. Put a part, and you go wear it. We're going to stay on the whole show. And I know when the show over, you're going to go cut your whole face, and you're going to look like Chester, you know what I'm saying? But for that 2-3 hours, you're going to be on the show looking like this. Just half your face. That's all I'll be saying. Alfaru, I see you. I want to make you last, man. 3558, I'm going to come to you first. Alfaru, I want you to go last because we got something to talk about. 3558, call and talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? This is Jay, Carolina.
Jay from Carolina. What's up with you, man? Talk to me.
Yeah. You know I got to call and talk to you. You know I had to call and talk to you about that boy business, man. Now, I love your show.
What boy business?
I love your show. Shallow business. Let me tell you something.
Oh, okay.
One thing I always remember. Other people's business is not your business.
There
When
you
you
go.
get callers coming in there, and I know you got a great talk show, and I sitting up here and listen to my wife, and now my wife just say, now why them people worrying about them people's business like they gonna pay the debt?
Thank you.
Now the boy sit up there and contradict himself, saying I wouldn't pay that money neither. Then about Dion should pay it. See, rich people are smart. Most of them don't pay their bills.
They don't.
I'll pay their debt. I'll pay nothing because they know how to get out of it. We poor people got to pay our debt because we ain't got no money to even get out the debt.
There you go.
So you got to pay.
Mm-hmm.
So I love your show. We're going to leave that alone. No
All
callers that be calling out the top. I see it on the flash. I've been know something about it. But that ain't my business.
Mm-hmm.
That boy playing. And see, he's smart anyway because it happened when he been young. Now he adult. He set up an LLC. So if the dude try to go after him, it's going to go after his brain and who he is. So that's a canned deal. If he ain't getting no money when he been 15, he damn sure ain't gonna get nothing while he grown now.
Sure.
He never going to, and he crying. I see the interview. He crying out. He need to get him. If anybody, he should have been crying out. He should have been crying out to Dion. But see, Dion is smart people. They're rich people. They know how to get out of stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, rich people don't pay the bill. But my prediction for the thing, I'm going seven.
Do you mind if I ask a question, not to be in his pocket? But here's my question.
What's up?
I'm just asking a moral. I am asking a moral question here. It is clear on the video that his son did punch the gentleman. I mean, that is, I don't think that's undisputable. Now, I can't say the extent. I'm not here to question the extent of the gentleman's injury. You know, like my man, my neck, my back, and my back. I don't know. I'm not going that far. But if this man has legitimate injuries, has lost his way of living and everything else, I'm just asking a moral question here. I understand why Dion is doing what he's doing and the family is doing what they're doing, because it's about mitigating risk, right? And you don't want the liability piece. But is there some moral accountability for my son punching a guy and not helping him out? It's like if my kid hit a baseball over the fence and it knocked the neighbor's window out, and I'm like, nah, I ain't paying for that. Call your insurance company.
Thanks. But check this out.
I'm just asking a question. Mm-hmm.
I know. I understand what you say. He should pay or whatever. But guess what, Coach? The fight wasn't even bad as it was a punch. If it did all that with you, I remember fighting a dude one time, and I know I didn't beat that dude up that bad. But when it came to Coach, that motherfucker came in there on crutches, wheelchair. He act like he was so. I was like, I said, look, I ain't did all that right there now. I said, if I would have did all that right there, I might as well go ahead and bury him. But see, pretends of hurtness. I don't think a 15-year-old boy could have damaged you that much. And you was supposed to be a security guard or something? Weren't you supposed to be a resource officer?
So
you was in the wrong part of the job right there if you couldn't handle a 15 years old. And he beat you down. See, when time to go to court, your lawyer is a liar. Your lawyer will tell you what to say and how to say it. Make you lie about what's going on.
That's why you pay.
He ain't want you to go in there and tell you the truth. You know why he ain't want you to go in there to tell
you
the truth?
You want to get paid too.
You and him ain't going to pay.
All right, here we go.
He want to get paid.
So
you say that man,
so
JB,
JB,
that one punch.
So JB, here's my question. You in Walmart. you in Walmart. You slip and fall. You slip and fall, and you just bruise your knee. What you gonna say? Hey, Walmart, man, let me get these pack of chicken for free, and I'm good. Or you going to the ambulance? You going in that court with that brace on that knee? You going in there in that wheelchair too? I'm just asking.
And I'm going to all 47 in the session of the chiropractor too. I'm going to all of them.
Listen, I'm going in there like this, boy. I'm cross-eyed. I slipped and fell. My eyes got crossed. Boy, look here. Walmart finna cut me a check. So that's the only thing I'm saying. I get that we're fans of Coach Prime, and I get it. But I don't care.
I mean,
no, hear me out.
And I'm not accountable about it.
No. Hear me out. No, hear me out.
Evidently,
hold on, hear me out.
What's that?
A lot of people are jumping on the gentleman's neck because we are fans of Prime.
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all would have got punched by Shiloh, you know what y'all have been doing? My neck, my back, my neck and my back. Oh, all of us would be in there. Guess what? All of us would have been in there talking about, that's whose son? Let me ask you a question. Donald Trump's son bump you in line and you fall down and bruise your knee. What you gonna say? Hey man, it's okay. Can I just get an autograph? Or what you gonna do?
Hey, no. Let me tell you something. With me, how I feel about Donald Trump right now and his son. If I bump up in one of them boys right there, Junior right now, and Junior bump me in the line, I don't know, man. You might see me on TV. You gonna say, what the hell they did to that brother? I don't know. I might don't want his money. I might want his ass.
Not me. Listen, my wisdom, boy, let me slip and fall. I got a pocket full of glass and dirt. I'm finna throw it on top of me. Like, what up? Where you get glass and dirt from? Man, that guy fell on him. Anyway, I got to run, man. Let me go to get these calls here, man.
I got you, man. Yeah, I understand. He got to be whole economy. But hey, man, the guy was a teenager, man. And we bringing all that man business out here, man. Tell Peter out there talk about gang related. Tell him who the biggest gang out there is. The white man. They've been the biggest gang and the biggest wholesale in the world.
It's all good.
All right, talk to
Much
you
love.
later, Coach.
All right, brother. You and your wife have fun, man, watching the show. Appreciate it. All right, man. Good call right there. Let me give my man Alpha Roo. But hey, I hear y'all. And see, this is what keeping it real. I don't care what all y'all see. I get it. I hear y'all. I understand. I get it. I got a cut right here over my eye. And guess what? I'm on YouTube today because of my pride and not because of my savvy. If my savvy was smart, guess what I'll be doing? I'll be sipping my ties right now. We would have never met. Because trust me, Coach would have been in a way different tax bracket. Still got the scar to this day. Right here. So, in my older age, grandma with the blue hair bumped me. Boy, I'm finna do a somersault. My neck, my back. Oh, my neck and my back. Oh. Y'all tripping. Alpha Roo, talk to me, man.
What's up with you, player? What y'all got going on tonight? I see y'all trying to pick out records. Did you already give your record prediction for the year?
I've said 6-6 for the longest. No, we were just talking. We've never even gotten to workout. I don't know if your TV kicking back in or what. Or you on Bluetooth or something. We getting feedback.
Hold on. Let me switch it out. Hold on.
But I just
okay. Better have you on speaker now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, talk to me, man. So we never got to work out some of the workouts in fall preparation, but anyhow, yeah, I said 6-6. I was telling people, what's your record prediction? I don't believe in this ceiling floor thing. Stand on business and call a number, and that's what it is.
Yeah. So for me, it's kind of like the thing about Colorado, I think I like the most important pieces. They got a good corner. A great corner. They got a great quarterback. So all of those things should equate to something. I think they have problems with the O-line. I think they have a real big problem with the O-line. I can't. I got a range, but it's a tight range, so it's not going to be no wide range. I got 5 to 7 to 7-5, which pretty much puts me right at 6-6. But the thing is, I don't want to see that though. I really want to see them do a little bit better, just because I don't think it's almost like he's winning, but he will not win. He'll feel like he's losing. If he goes 6-6 and go to a bowl game like the Potato Bowl or the Pop-Tart Bowl or something like that, he's winning, but it won't feel like winning just because of all the expectations that have been put upon them. You know what I mean?
I get it. I would rather say, and again, I say 6-6 for my reasons. I've said it 100 times. So, y'all go back and look why I said and who I said. However, if he exceeds it, that's excellent. Excellent. But like I said to these people before, bro, what is going on, man? The problem that I'm having is two things. When people put a range, you're hedging your bet, dog. You're saying 6-6 to 10, not you, but people. 6-6 to 10-2. Bro, that's a 5-game swing, dog. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bro, that's from being bowl eligible to almost maybe winning the conference, or you know, what I'm saying?
To the playoff,
or going to the what are we? But like I said, Alpha, I say 6-6. They win 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games or more. You know how many people will call in here and be like, coach, I told you, you don't know what you're talking about, huh? But nobody called in here last year and said, dang, coach, they went less than what you even said. Nobody.
So So the thing is, I looked at and I know people say you can't look at the spring game, and I got it. Did you feel with your prediction? Did you feel better with your prediction after the spring game, or did you feel?
I gave my prediction after the spring game. I didn't do it before because I didn't know none of these players. How can I truly?
Okay.
And here's the thing: how can I truly give you a prediction when I haven't seen any of them play? And then here's another reason why I said 6-6. A lot of the players that they got didn't even play, so I don't know.
I know.
So I just read off 22 people to Clark that are new transfers that have not enrolled. Today was their first day on campus. 22 players that are committed have enrolled today was their first day at the practice. But what I'm saying to you, Alpha, is how can I go here and say 12? And a lot of these guys have some production. Some guys do, like Wester, great production. But you got other guys who have very little to no production. And I'm going to say I can't say that. So why would I put myself in a situation of saying 10 and whatever when we have a lot of, like I said, matter of fact, what's the gentleman's name from Tennessee, the D lineman? I forget his name. Anybody remember?
From Tennessee? The D lineman from Tennessee?
Yes.
Or the linebacker from Tennessee?
The D lineman.
No. Damn. I don't know what they brought in a D lineman from Tennessee. I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
There's a D lineman that came from Tennessee, bro. He just
it's so many moving parts.
Bro, this is what
I really don't know.
I'll tell you right now. Because nobody wants to.
University of Tennessee, a defensive lineman. You got me on that one, Coach.
Bro, it's a D lineman that was at Tennessee. I saw his stuff. I know.
Okay. Well, maybe the chat can help you out. I don't know.
I mean, Savion Riley. Last thing I saw from him was at Vanderbilt. He didn't play at Miami. He was there for the spring. Bro, I swear to God, it was a D lineman that came from Tennessee. I know I'm not crazy.
He might be a little. That's that cane juice, Coach.
Nah, maybe he came in last year. Maybe he came in last year from Tennessee. Yep. Amari McNeil.
Oh God, dang! Yeah, you went okay. My
no,
bad.
I saw him play. No, the reason I did that because I saw him play in the spring. That's why I was like, who is that guy? I didn't know. Okay, Amari McNeil. Let's look at his college stats.
Yeah, it's not gonna look good.
So right when he came in from Tennessee, he played 2 years. He had 3 total tackles. Last year he came in and played, right? He had a total of 31 tackles. That's good, but how could I say what a kid was going to do with 3 tackles? I was just saying,
true.
That's what I was saying. I don't know what a kid is going to do. So let's go back to this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What I was about to say, the hard part about the Colorado is I like some of the players. I think they kind of the same. I don't know if they have Power 5 college football playoff starters, but I think a lot of the players are very comfortable to one another, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you ask most fans, they still don't know who the starting wide receiver, O-line, D-line, linebackers, and secondary is.
Mm-hmm.
They still don't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's probably pretty rare around the country. I think Texas fans know who they got. Hell, even Miami fans kind of know who the starters are. But
right.
Colorado is one of the only teams that nobody knows who the starters are. And I don't even know if the coaches know who the starters are yet. So and that's what I wanted to ask you. I have 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Since so many players are left and come after the spring, and you still got more people to come in, what did they get out of spring practice? That's one. And what are they able to do now before fall? Because the rules changed when I played. The rules have changed now.
Yeah.
So what kind of practices are they having now up until the fall?
Really, right now, it's all workouts. Probably do some studying. Probably meet. You can't be on the field, in essence, football. Now, they can do player-led stuff, right? Player-led. You know.
But that's not the same. You know.
I know, but are you asking me what can they do?
Yeah.
And that's what they can do at this point. So a lot of stuff can be player-led things. And those are the things I'm saying. Like somebody asked me about I would check his name up. Tafik Thomas, 6'4", 300-pound kid out of Tampa. Played for Louisville. Played for Louisville for 2 years. This is no knock. I'm not trying to be funny or nasty. He has a total of 12 tackles, 8 his freshman year, 4 last year. I don't know what this kid is going to be. I don't know why he left Louisville. Was he not productive? Was he not producing? Was he hurt? Like, I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. When people try to say, oh, this guy a dog. Bro, you can't tell me a kid is a dog with 4 tackles.
Right. And they couldn't beat the person in front of them.
Well, I can't say that. He may have injury. I'm not researching it. What I'm telling you is you can't tell me that kid is a dog and he's got 4 tackles. I'm not belittling to Tafik Thomas. His data doesn't support what you're saying. That doesn't mean he's trash, though. It doesn't mean he's trash, but it doesn't show that he's a dog.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me, I didn't even know that. So you're telling me today, 22 people, and those people probably in that group might have to play. You're telling me 22 people, their first time practicing was, I guess, recently when they all came in today? Is that what you're telling me from the team?
Yeah, that's their first day on campus.
So
not on campus, but like their first practice.
They have one of the, and I'm just realizing they got one of the earliest games in college football. It's a Thursday. I think their first game is a Thursday night game.
It's just 2 days before. It's 2 days before the regular season. Yeah, 2 days before. It ain't like a week before. So, there's no week 0. Somebody said week 0. Remember, everybody's getting 2 bye weeks now, so there's no week 0.
Right. So when they come to camp in the fall, forget the team-led stuff. I'm talking about practice and going over the rules and going over and getting in real live action. They got pretty much a damn near brand ass new team. From even who's the starters to who's not the starters. They got a brand new team that they got to get in shape for the first game.
I can't say that. What I'll say is, like I said, these guys have committed in May. They played their game April 27th. Again, May 2nd, May 8th, May 1st, May 11th. These are the commitment dates. May 8th, May 18th. Colton Hood, April 27th. That was the day after the spring game. May 3rd, April 28th, April 19th. They didn't play in the spring. May 23rd, April 21st, April 22nd, April 21st, April 21st. Says Herman Smith had been there. Sam Hart was March 15th. And then the next due is April 26th, May 6th.
I think they got a kid from UNLV that's coming in too, a tight end from UNLV.
Cordell Russell. It says he committed. Is Cordell Russell there? But he committed way in December.
No, he didn't come yet. He was still at TCU. He hadn't come yet.
So he was trying to finish out his degree, but he committed way back in December. And then you got Will Shepard who committed, and he's just showing, I think today was his first day.
I know BJ Green, Will Shepard just show. He's been doing some stuff with Shador and outside of it. But
right. But we're talking about but all the thing I'm just saying is that these are 22 new faces coming into the team.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking it. We're just saying these are new faces.
I don't know. I mean, if we just talking football and not talking Colorado, and we literally just having a football conversation, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. And you got an early game. That's a lot. You got a new offensive coordinator. Well, he was there. He created the offense last year with Don Lewis, but a new defensive coordinator, new O-line coach, that's a lot of new stuff. Now, maybe it works because I guess you can be worse than 4-8, but not too much worse than 4-8. But man, I don't know. I want to sound like I'm hopeful, and I do. But the problem is that's just hard on any coach. How would you handle it? You've coached before, Coach. How do
y'all love putting me in the seat? How would I handle what? All those new faces?
Oh, new faces, and they not even there yet, and they're gonna show up in the fall. Really, you're gonna get to practice with them in the fall.
No, well,
and you got
yeah. I mean,
you
that's
got a
when.
game.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what you got to do. I mean, how do you handle it? You handle it like any other thing. I'm not worried about Coach Prime and the staff handling it. They got to handle it. I'm talking about the fan base putting the cart before the horse on these kids, and some of these players don't even have, like, they don't even have anything to go off on. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I don't know how to.
No,
Yeah.
got you. Listen, I mean, just even. And it's hard to explain for those that have never played it or coached it. It's hard to explain how many times you got to go over things to get it right. And if you don't have that time, especially for those that wasn't there in the spring, it's almost like you got a whole group of freshmen coming in. It pretty much feel like that. You got freshmen coming in the fall. That's what it's really like. They don't know they haven't been exposed to the playbook, the nuances of the playbook, every check, every route, every communication, all of that stuff. They haven't experienced it. And then you in altitude, and now you got a game in 3.5 weeks. 3.5. I think when they arrive, they got about what, 3. What's the date on the first game? Like, is it August, late August?
August 28th or 9th, something like that. Yeah,
yeah. They don't get in until what, August, like first week of August, right?
Something
they
like
get in
that.
about first week of August.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's damn, y'all. Hey, Colorado fans, come on, guys. I'm not saying that they can't do it, but let's just give them a little leeway, man. This is going to be a very.
So here's a perfect example of what I'm saying. I've been hearing about Colton Hood, right? I've been hearing. I didn't know anything about him. I've been hearing about Colton Hood, and I may be wrong as the day is long. And they talking about he gonna do this. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Colton Hood. I'm not saying anything about this kid, but when I go look up, and the stats don't tell me the story, but they do give you some baseline. He has 3 tackles in a bowl game. That's it. Did not play in the regular season game. So how is it fair that a fan base gonna say he a dog, he a dog, he a dog? I'm not saying he's not. I'm asking you, how do you know he is?
But that's, yeah, I mean,
that's all I'm saying. I am not saying that Colton Hood is not a dog. I'm asking the people that saying he is a dog, tell me why is he a dog? Like, why?
But the thing is,
he?
We've been not the frustrating part. The sad part is we literally were just here last year. This conversation is the exact same conversation that was going on. The exact same conversation. That's the crazy part about it. It's the exact same conversation. When you're asking, wait a minute, they're a dog, and then to come to find out by mid-season, they tearing down every single player on the team, tearing them down.
The same ones they call a dog, they turn on them. But again, it's unfortunate, dog. But anyway, man, Alpha, I got other callers back up here jumping, man. But you good, baby.
Hey, great.
Plug your stuff, dog. Yeah. Plug your stuff.
Say it again.
I said, plug your stuff, what y'all got going on. And welcome to the dark side, brother. Welcome to the dark side, dog.
We got some stuff coming up. Just check us out. We put some videos out. We try to talk football. We got some cool videos coming out regarding breaking down the game and just talking about it from an unbiased standpoint. Just talking about the game. Just talking about the game from a football. It could be Colorado. It can be Miami. It could be any team. But there's some things that just go across all spectrums. And that's what we try to focus on. So that's about it, my brother. Well, you have a good one, man.
All day. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Alpha. All right, real quick. Mark Quinn says the dog could have been in the doghouse at his other school. We don't know. The best part of what you just said right there, Mark Quinn, is we don't know. The problem is people acting like they know. They know. They know. They don't know. Somebody said, "What's a dog to you?" Watch this. I'm gonna show you what a dog is. Let me show you what a dog is. Now, if you want to say, hey, this dude here, he a dog, I say, yeah, let's see. Played in 12 games, 108 catches, 1,168 yards, 8 touchdowns, ran the ball 8 times for 44 yards, had a total of 1,212. 1,000-yard receiver, LaJohntay Wester. You can quantify he a dog. And here's the beauty of it. His previous years at Florida Atlantic, you see an increase. His freshman year, 114 yards. He a puppy out there, right? He ain't a dog yet, he a puppy. Year 2, 702 yards. Year 3, 719 yards. You notice how the dog getting bigger? Huh? His last year, 1,168 yards. Then you turn on his tape and you can justify those numbers. Be like, ooh, oh, God, that's a dog. So when people say, what's a dog? Sorry. Let me go back up here. I can't find out whoever said it. Somebody said, what is a dog to you? That's what a dog is. Not only that I can look at numbers, I can also pull his film. That's all I'm saying. That's all. So when you call up here and you tell me these things, I can't do anything but ask you, why do you say these things? I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he can't be. But that's where we say the word potential. Potential means you have not done it yet. Potential means you have not done it yet. Just that simple. That's all I'm saying. But the reason I'm bringing this up, because y'all did that last year. And when the kids don't meet you, and I'm calling them kids, don't meet your expectation, now all y'all hiding behind the avatar when the dog these shorties out. I'm telling you, boy, if I was a shorty, I'd be watching y'all close. 5936 coming to you. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I'm Coach Pep. I called to give you my prediction.
Okay.
My prediction. I got Georgia and Texas in the BCS bowl.
All right, that's great.
These schools recruit themselves. 7 more schools recruit themselves out of the SEC, the Big Ten, like Ohio State, Notre Dame, Miami, Florida State, LSU, Georgia, recruit themselves. But you got some schools, the coaches recruit the kids.
Okay.
That school in Colorado, their coach recruit them kids.
That's fair.
And the Sun Belt, the U.S. Conference USA, the MEAC, the SWAC, the coaches recruit them kids. You see a 4-star and a 5-star, he already know where he's going, because but the 3-star and 2-star and no stars, they choose the school that's gonna be best seen by the NFL. If you have a school and they're gonna choose the school that's best, I can get myself seen best by the NFL, right? And I called to make this point right here.
Okay.
I don't know why all these blacks is in an uproar for Colorado. I could see if that was Grambling, Southern. I could see that.
Okay.
Where these players came from, what Colorado got. The top 2 players came from Jackson State, right? And I don't see that fuss because that school don't belongs to you. When you leave out of that school, they don't want to see you no more. And when you get through playing football up there in Colorado, they don't want to see you no more, right? And
welcome to the dark side, Tom. Hey, Coach Pelt, welcome to the dark side.
Yeah. But
that boy said they don't want to see you no. They don't want to see you no more, dog.
They don't want to see you no more. I see some
welcome
people
to
say,
the dark side. Welcome to the dark
some
side.
people say, man, these players don't get drafted from the Sun Belt, from the Conference USA, from the MEAC, from the SWAC, from the Southland. The reason they don't get drafted, they don't meet the measurables. The measurables. The measurables. I'm talking about size, weight, and speed. They don't meet the measurables.
I'm sorry, Coach Pell. Hold on. You're going too far, bro. Hold on. Did you some sort on the last? Welcome to the dark side, Coach Pell. Welcome to the dark side. Did you just say, hold on, did you just say when you finish playing for Colorado, them people don't want to see you no more? Oh,
they don't want
God.
to see you more. Yeah.
So you ain't allowed back in the school? You can't come back to the school and hang out?
No. You go back to Colorado. I guarantee you, you're gonna get a ticket. Yeah.
Get this dude up here. I ain't taking no more.
But the thing I'm trying to say, Dion.
He said, "You go back, you gonna get a ticket."
Only Power 5, only 5-star he recruited was from Jackson State. He recruited that boy out of Jackson State, right? He will never recruit another 5-star out of high school because too much bad rep is on Colorado program. The mamas and daddies thinking, man, I can't send my kid to Colorado.
Coach,
right?
I can't take no more hard. I need a defibrillator. Oh, I can't. Hold on, did you say they'd get a ticket? Coach said you go back, you go get a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, but the mamas and daddies of that kid, of the 5-stars and 4-stars kid, man, coming out of high school, Colorado done had too much bad rep, and the parents they keeping up with that stuff because they know they got a 4-star, a 5-star in 11th grade. And you can bet your bottom dollar.
I feel you. Coach Pep, I appreciate it, man. I thank you so much, man. You just brightened my night, man. I thank you, man. You got to call in more often, brother. That was gold. That was gold, bro. Thank you, man. Let me go and get to the rest of these callers. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this line out. And, we'll get this thing rocking, man. Appreciate it. Oh my God, Coach Pep. Go ahead and call in 862-799-9956. Lil bro ain't called in like they said he was. They like to talk that talk, but they don't want to walk their walk. So wherever Lil bro at, tell them to call on in. That boy say, once you finish playing, you don't want to see you no more. If you come back, they will give you a ticket. Bro, you can't make this stuff up, man. Bro, my eyes running, bro. All right, we got 3 on the line. Go ahead and call in now, and I'm gonna go ahead and lock this line out, man, so nobody else calling. Coach got to get up out of here, man. All right, let me lock it.
The conference has been locked.
All right, here we go. Got me saying, shout out to. Let me open. I'll give y'all a few seconds.
The conference has been unlocked.
I saw a couple of people trying to call. I give you this one caller to call in, and then I'll lock it. All right, 8350. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Coach Hayes, man, I got a headache, man.
You back, Rico?
I got a headache, man, and I've been waiting all this time. I got 3 things I want to say. First thing I want to say is that guy that you just got off the phone, man, I'll laugh right with you. I don't know what he's talking about and where he was coming from.
Okay.
I'm keeping it 100. Now, here's the thing.
All right, come on, Rico. You got to be a little quicker though, because I got a lot of people calling me.
Somebody else, Coach Hayes, now you want to rush me?
Because it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm ready to get up off here, man. But go ahead.
That's all right, brother. We young folks, man. We can handle it, man. You can handle it, man.
All right.
But listen, Coach Hayes. So here's the thing. Back to what a young man said a while ago about first thing he said was one guy said about I agree with him, man. You can't take a 15-year-old kid and now he's 22 years old and now you want to sue. That's like me falling down at McDonald's 8 years ago when I was 14, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden now I decided to sue McDonald's. That don't make sense. It don't make sense. You should have did it when you had a chance. Now,
he sued him already. But go ahead. Next point.
Here's my other answer.
He sued him already. Go ahead. Next point. No, next point. Go.
Here's my point, man. The dude you just got off the phone before that coach, whatever his name was, he don't know what he talking about. I wouldn't look at his YouTube for nothing in the world. And this is the reason why. He gonna say that everybody got a team basically put together for Colorado. Man, you don't even know what you're talking about. It's so many. There's 3,000 and some people was in the transfer portal across this football nation. Over 3,000. Check your record, brother. You think I'm lying? So here's the thing. You don't know what Miami gonna do just because you got Cam and he beat us real good. That don't mean that, hey, he had a good team. We didn't have nobody.
You was listening. Hold up,
now,
Rico.
Also,
no. Hold on, Rico.
Hold up.
You were listening.
Hold up.
You were listening to the show. I like it. Go ahead.
So the thing about it is, bro, nobody knows nothing what's going to happen. And you can believe that, Coach Hayes.
Nobody knows.
On the dark side. On the dark side.
Listen, nobody truly knows, bro. You're 100% right about that. We're all speculating. Guess what? Miami could go.
But listen, hold on. Everybody wants to downgrade. Everybody wants to downgrade Colorado. They want to downgrade Dion. Man, listen, man. Downgrade some of these other coaches, man. You want to downgrade somebody just because they won 8, 10 games. We only won 4 games. Big deal.
You hear yourself?
Big deal. You don't know what we got coming. You don't know what we got, just like you said. We don't know if the dog's on the team or not because they didn't have any playing time. You know what I mean? We got some Power 5 kids in there that's pass rushers. Hey, I guarantee you this. We're going to cut off everything on our face, even hair and everything, eyebrows, everything. I guarantee you this, Coach Hayes. We're going to be 2 times better than we was last year.
Good. I hope so, brother.
And I don't even know what we're doing. I'm just going off my own judgment.
Good. Your opinion. I love it, Rico. I got to run, brother.
I appreciate the 1 minute, man.
You had 2 minutes, man. You had 2 calls.
Hey, man, go to the dark side, man.
Hey, welcome to the dark side, man. I gotta get the sound effect, man. I don't know. Should I put the sign on the wall? I don't know. We gotta get to the thing up, man. But Rico, I appreciate it. I got to run, brother. I got quite a few in here. Rico was fun, man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the phone number off. I'm gonna lock it.
The conference has been locked.
I got my dog V12 in the building. We're gonna see what he's talking about. V12, what's up, man? Talk to your boy. One time. Welcome to the dog side, V12. Oh, hold on. I muted you, dog. My bad. Talk to me, 12.
Yeah, what's up? Hey man, I'm up late, man, watching I watch Ant-Man get busy real fast. I've been listening to the call. What's all the fuss about, Coach?
I don't know.
The brother just called. He called in twice. I'm like, he was crying, begging for Colorado win. Why y'all don't talk about something else? You know why, Rico? Because it's a Colorado show.
Thank you,
it's
dog.
Tuesday. That's why we call it. Why we talking about Prime Rico? Right. So stop begging. And the reason why we talk like this is because past behavior predicts future. Of course, Rico, no one is Cleo, and we don't know, but we do know a couple of different things. Last year, y'all were hollering in people's ear about 12-0. Y'all had all the dogs last year. Travis was there. He's still there now. Shador was there. He's still there now. Shiloh was there. He's still there now. Prime was there. He's still there now. Right? So let's pump some brakes. Right? And listen, for you to call and then try to put like Cam ain't gonna be balling down in South Florida, I would never watch your YouTube show for anything because you ain't even know Cam put a big foot in Prime family's tail last year. So let's go there. So my thing is this, Coach.
Talk to him.
You got to understand they have to gel. Continuity is huge. And some of the same big pieces y'all had last year, y'all still have this year. Bringing in new pieces, I think the offensive line still suspect. We'll see. There's still some glaring holes in that team. I thought we spoke earlier, Coach. I may give them 1 or 2 more wins at the most, but they're not winning no more than 6 games. We won. I think early we went over the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got a date. We got a date in Central Florida. That's gonna be a tough one down there.
But 12, I gotta get you down here, boy. I gotta get you down here. Matter of fact, don't worry. I'm gonna send a private jet. I got you.
I'll be there. So let's just pump our brakes and let's just figure it out. Colorado, they do have the players, they do have some coaches, but you still have to play the game. And it ain't no team laying down just because Prime's on that is the coach. Ain't no team laying down because well-off media showing they blinging. As a matter of fact, it may be more difficult.
You're gonna step up
the second time around because now we got film on Shador now. We got film on Travis now. We got film on a lot of people. We know Coach Prime's tendencies. So it may be a little bit more difficult. So everybody pump the brakes and let's see what happens. But I don't have them winning no more. I got them probably going 5 and 7.
And 12, can I say this? There's only 2 teams.
Yes, sir.
2 teams out of the 12-team schedule that they're repeating their play. Central, Colorado State and Nebraska. Everybody else is new teams.
Absolutely.
They're new team, different style of team. They're a different style of team.
Yep.
Yeah. And these teams are better. People think the Pac-12, the Big 12 is soft. I don't know why they think that. I have no clue why they think that. I think the Pac-12 had an uptick year, but I only think it was an uptick year. But I think everybody had an uptick year because of the parity of the transfer portal. Or the transfer portal created parity in the sense of it kind of evened the playing field. So everybody went up in essence. But I don't know, 12. Hey man, I'm just here at 8:30 on Tuesdays talking to the people, dog. Hey, that man say Colorado don't want to see you after you finish playing.
I was about to ask you, can you go back to Colorado or you'll get you a ticket too if you go back to Colorado? They don't want to see you no more, huh, Coach?
Nah, they
don't
want
to see you no more in Colorado.
They don't see me no more, boy. Nope.
Get you a ticket, man. But no, it's gonna be a great football year. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
but
Sean
it's
Kemp
gonna be an
did say
uphill battle,
ASU.
Colorado fans.
Yeah,
It's
he
gonna be
did
an
say.
battle.
He did say Arizona. Arizona's playing again. They're not playing Arizona State again, are they? No, they're not playing Arizona State again. Maybe it's another ASU, but they are playing Arizona. Thank you, Sean Kemp. Thank you. But I don't know, bro. I don't know, 12.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of fussing going on for nothing. And like you said, people call in, they don't have a basis. They just talk, which I get. You know, sometimes you want to hear yourself talk. It sounds good. Rewind to YouTube. But we got to understand, you still have the same nucleus there from last year. Order some new pieces. The team has to gel. And no one's going to lay down for Colorado.
I disagree.
You know why?
I don't even think they got the
Because-
same
but-
nucleus,
but
though.
let me tell you why. Because there's no more mystique about them. You know what people are going to say now, and what and you want to call a spade. Colorado is pretty much all fluff with all the talent they're supposed to have. So teams come in there, all that talent they had last year, they only won 4 games. They want to blame it on the coach. They want to blame it on the coach that left. They want to blame it on everyone else. So this year, people coming out like Colorado who?
Man.
Right? Colorado who? There's no mystique anymore. All that stuff, we coming, where we going? All that stuff over. You better play. It's not time to play ball. We coming. Y'all can't even win. What's the slogan this year? Because it's gone. I'm just confused. Right? And you know, I ain't watching the chat, but you know, 12, I'm a straight shooter. So let's see what happens.
Y'all
You
too
say,
much
Coach?
for me, dog. I done lost my voice and everything, man. What is the slogan this year? It's not "We Coming." What is it?
I have no idea.
It ain't "We Arrive." What is it? Anybody know? I know what it should be.
Yeah, somebody
It should
tell
be.
me what the slogan is this year.
It should
that
be
y'all wanna
"Welcome
latch
to
on
the dark side."
Because, hey, Coach, remember last year they had lost like 3 in a row, and people say we still coming. I was like, where y'all going?
It should be "Welcome
We call
to the
that
dark side."
Dundada where we from. We ain't going nowhere.
I don't know where I'm gonna put. I might put this thing on a chain, dog. What should I put
What
this
you
thing
gonna
on a
put?
chain? Man, my dog side sign. I should put that thing on a chain, dog. Welcome
Hang
to
it
the
up, put
dark
it around your neck like the turnover chain.
And I'm finna put my logo right here. Welcome to the dark side. Oh God, y'all too funny, man. Somebody said the hate is real. Okay, Douglas Kirkland, come
It's
on,
not.
man.
Hey, call in. The hate. You see, everybody want to call hate when it's before your eyes. It's before your eyes, and you want to call it hate. It's okay. It's okay. It just goes to show that people don't want to be unbiased and tell the truth about what's really going on.
The slogan is now. Everybody's saying, hold on. The slogan is now. He says
Now what? Now and later? What we talking about here? Now and later? What we talking? Now what?
Go in the corner.
And
right
then
here.
what?
Go in the corner. You got 5 minutes in the corner, 12. Then 9 later. Watermelon flavor.
Now and later, Gators? What we talking about here? And then Buddy said, oh, he thinks that Colorado's going to have a better record than the U.
I bet anybody that, listen, hold on, 12. Oh, I got to get my bet in. Whoever want to bet, you got to bet the left side of your beard and your mustache. If you don't have that, then you got to bet the left side of your hair. And you got to cut it live on tape, on video. You come on live, and I'm going to have about 80 of y'all cutting y'all beard at the same time, losing the bet. That's all I'm saying.
Coach, was it not the same rhetoric last year about all the dogs they had and who came in and who was there?
That's when I became a hater.
Womp, womp.
Listen, and again, that doesn't, and I tell people, it doesn't mean that I want Colorado to win 8, 9, 10 games. I want them to. I have no problem. I have no problem if they win 8, 9, 10 games. I really don't. Yay. But like I say, y'all will come on here and y'all will be like, coach, right? So,
Hey,
for
Coach,
example,
and Coach, as a
Douglas
matter of
Kirkland,
fact,
real quick, Douglas Kirkland. I don't remember seeing you before, maybe a first-time viewer or a few times, I'm not sure. But when you came on here and said the hate is real, I get it. I understand. I get where you're coming from. However, I'm telling you 6-6. I'm not saying you will do this, but people like you, meaning like people that fall in your category or whatever. And I'm making a lot of assumptions about you, but whatever. They will come back at the end of the season, or maybe as soon as they get past that 6th game and say, but nobody came last year. Our coach was so lonely on here. Nobody came on here. It was like, Coach, you know what? You're right. Dang, we didn't get the 8-10 win. It was everybody else's fault. You know what the excuse was? We was in every game. It was only 2 games we weren't in. We didn't get blown out. Everything was an excuse. Everything was an excuse. And that's the problem. But nobody will say, and like I said, what the guy said earlier, 12, the 3 to 4 games you won, you shouldn't even been that close in. Nowhere in the world you should have been in overtime with Colorado State. TCU, I can get.
Coach,
Stanford,
guess what? It's all about perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you want to make things about narratives, is people you can always make it fit into what you want to make. That's the beauty about YouTube and some research. You can spin it how you want.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got people who gonna give you a straight cane juice when they bite, then they get upset.
They biting too.
But I'm gonna close with this. God, it's late.
I got 2 more.
I gotta go to work.
Not me.
But let me just close with this.
Not me.
Listen to this, Coach. Listen to this.
Talk to me.
If the slogan is now, y'all better pray to the lunar eclipse that it happens this year. Because after this year, I don't know what y'all gonna say. Shadua first round, he's gone. Travis first round, he's gone. Shiloh late first round, he's gone. Y'all gonna have a problem on y'all hands. As a matter of fact, don't pencil Prime in for too much longer. So y'all better hope it's now. If y'all want to make a run at this thing, it better be now or never.
That's the part that's missing. That's the part that's missing on the slogan, now or never.
Yeah.
Not now and later, but now or never. You funny, man.
It could be now. It could be now. It could be now or later too. Or it could be now or never. However you want to put it.
Now and maybe.
You better make sure.
Yeah, shut up.
Sorry?
Dog. Now and maybe.
Now and possible.
Get off my phone, dog. I ain't got time
now
for
and
you,
possible.
Dog. Man, I got minutes, dog. I ain't got time to be playing. I got minutes on my line. I ain't playing with you, man. Get off my line, dog. That's what you do.
Right now and possible. So we'll see how it goes, man. But I just want to call it, man. Great show.
Appreciate it.
As always, I've been listening, man. You know, and we get ready to crank up soon.
Yes, sir. Let's get it going. I'm gonna hit you
All
tomorrow,
right,
dog, because I'm off.
All right, I'll let you later.
For sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that boy 12 funny. All right, 51-43 and then 88-94, and we riding out, man. 51-43. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from? What's on your mind?
Hey, Coach Hayes. This is Jay, the Ohio player. What's happening?
What's up with you, brother? How you doing, man?
You're fine. Everything's going good. I will say this about Colorado. They have definitely upgraded their running game. You know, Hayden, Dalen, from Ohio State. I'm familiar with him. He is a gamer. He's a gamer. When he played, he was a gamer. And Ohio State fans, they hate to see him go. But, and that running back they got from Arkansas, I can't even think of his name right now, but he's good. He's experienced. And so they have upgraded their running game. Also, that linebacker they got from Florida A&M, he's vastly experienced. He give me Patrick Willis vibes. Well, a college version of Patrick Willis. I think he's like 6'2", 230 pounds, and he's like second team all MEAC. And so they have addressed a lot of needs, and they got the guy, their defensive backfield they have upgraded as well, and they still bringing people in, but they have upgraded their defensive backfield. So I think, Coach Prime, when he says he was going to upgrade his offensive line, he changed his whole offensive line, changed his whole defensive line, and, got in some great acquisitions and from, good, at least solid acquisitions from other programs, top programs.
That's right.
And, we just got to let's see what they're going to do, But they have definitely upgraded their running game. And, so I will say that.
I got you. Real quick, I want to address something. Polly Pride said, you hating Coach Hayes. CP, meaning Coach Prime, never made excuses. He just pointed out how close the games were if he had the trenches with bigger and better players. Okay. First of all, Polly Pride, I didn't say Coach Prime said. I was talking about fans, how they run with stuff. As a coach, what do you think he's supposed to say? He ain't gonna say we trash. He's not. I'm not talking about Coach Prime. I'm talking about these cult members that you can't say nothing. Nothing. That's what I'm not talking about Coach Prime. That's not hating. I was saying how, because again, Coach Prime also did not what? Coach Prime didn't give a record prediction. He just said he want to win. So I'm not talking about Prime. I'm talking about these people who say 10, 11, 12, hell, even 9 wins. You got to explain 5 wins off. How do you do it? You got to come up with excuses because you're not being realistic. That's all I was saying. So I hope that made sense. But Ohio player, I hear you. I hear you, bro. I understand where you're coming from. At the end of the day, I told you I'm taking my wait and see pill for the 2024. I'm just waiting to see it. I said what I said. Man, what's your record prediction? Ohio player.
I think realistically, I say 8 wins is is realistic. 8 wins. I'm not going under or over. 8 wins, 8 out of 12. I think that's sufficient. A bowl, definitely, a bowl team this year. They'll make it to a bowl. I do predict that.
That's fair.
If they could have got away with it last year, they would have definitely took a 4-win Colorado team, but they couldn't do it because they beat the criteria. But I see a bowl, them in a bowl game, and 8-win season, seems realistic.
If you feel it's realistic, then hey, man, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all opinions, dog. It's all opinions.
Right. Right.
And the funny thing about it, like people. So here's what's funny, and I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. And I remember talking to somebody. I even did a show with people. And I remember bringing up the Vegas odds. And Vegas had Colorado at 3.5 wins, right?
That's true, yeah.
They were 4. But it's funny, like, them first 3 wins, people were like, Vegas don't know what they're talking about. Now, technically, they put it at 3.5 so it wouldn't be a push. There are a lot of people. People think that Vegas lost a lot of money on that, but they do this for a living. I don't think they lost a lot. I think a lot of people bet under 3.5. You understand what I'm saying? So I think they probably kind of broke even. I think they kind of broke even. So what I'm saying is, and when I told those people at the beginning, I say, Vegas, listen, they win way more than they lose, brother. That's why they still in business.
Yeah. The house always wins for the most part.
And the funny thing is, guess what? They weren't that far off. 3.5, and they won 4 games, bro. Like them people know something. It's 2 things. It's either they know something or they setting something up. But whatever it is, they're not that far off, dog. They are people who they do this for a living. They take data. They have algorithms. They all of that stuff like plays a dog. They have algorithms out the wazoo. Probably what coaches come in, what is his history, blah, blah, blah. They probably take his win. Who knows what that equation looks like? But whatever it is, it spits out a number.
Yeah, Coach, let me ask you this question here. Now, I heard you earlier. Now, Travis Hunter got hurt in that Colorado State game early in the first quarter. Don't you think that kind of, I'm not gonna say put a bad situation. Well, made things kind of, like underachieving when he got hurt because Travis Hunter, he won a lot of accolades. Paul Horney Award, first team, all-purpose player. The best 2-way player in the nation. I'm not trying to put everything on him, but when he got hurt in that Colorado State game, the 3rd game, don't you try to put like a little damper on everything, or did you just say, if one player is not that, significant?
Here's what I'll say. For playing Colorado State, it should not have been that significant. You're playing Colorado State. Let's look at Colorado State overall. They were 5-7 last year. They were 3-9, 3-9, Talk about bad teams, right? Everybody want to talk about bad teams? Let's look at Colorado State. Is this Colorado State? Am I looking at? Yeah, this is Colorado State. Let's look at Colorado State. You want to talk about bad teams? They were 5-7, 3-9, 3-9, 1-3, 4-8, 3-9. Since 2018, that's been their record. Even without a Travis Hunter and all the other talent, that should have been like they should have made light work of. And remember, Travis Hunter played a large percent of that game. So yes, him
No,
getting
he got hurt in the first quarter. Late in the first quarter.
Okay, regardless, even if he didn't play, it was Colorado State. They should have. You played a great. I think you played a great game against TCU, who I think has way more talent than Colorado State. But what happened? Colorado State played up, and maybe Colorado played down. Travis Hunter being hurt should not have put that game in. You understand what I'm saying? I think you have more talent than Travis Hunter. Yes, does Travis Hunter put a cherry on the top? Yes. But you had enough players and talent. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just think about what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, you got enough players and talent that at the end of the day, you should have blew them out the water. Like, it shouldn't even been no overtime like that.
Yeah. Within the situation, when you got 86 new players, trying to fit them all in, just like y'all was talking about, in a short amount of time span, that kind of, I ain't gonna say put a bunch of rich into the whole deal, but, just like you said, 86 new players, that's a lot, in a short time span. So, and like I said, someone was this year, she got a lot of players last year requested and recommended. Now him and the staff observed players they got from the portal this year, and they picked and choose more this year than last year. Last year, he trusted a couple of great sources that he had. That's how he hired Sean Lewis and the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator, and they kept some of their players. They brought some of his players from Kent State, the offensive coordinator, and like I said, so he trusted some guys, that he came in from when he transitioned from Jackson State to Colorado. He trusted a few guys and said, well, okay, we recommended him, and they recommended their players. This year, it's more hands-on than it was last year. So I will say that. That's just my take on it.
Okay.
In that particular situation, I think they're more experienced this year, and it's more. They in the portal this year, it's more hands-on. They evaluated the talent better, and they got better players, in my opinion, because they're graded better than they were last year from the portal, and they still had players from that 1-11 team too, So all of them didn't, just go off, a few of them stayed, So he got more players that he wants and that he is more comfortable with. It's not nothing's recommended, more hands-on, and it's more of an evaluation of better players, not only picking from the portal, but he's, recruiting, that Seaton, like I said, Seaton is a great, acquisition from high school, 5-star recruit, you can't get better than him. And, and like I said, he got a few others. Hopefully he gets that quarterback, knock on wood, but, but like I said, it's a wait proposition. We just got to wait, but I think everything's going to be better from what it was last year because people are more experienced and there's more hands-on from who they selecting this year. What's your final take? On it.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. How about that? You're more familiar with the Florida guy. Do you like that linebacker they got from Florida A&M? I'm hearing a lot of things about him. Do you think he's a great acquisition to the team?
Definitely.
Yeah,
coach.
Yeah,
coached against him.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I coached against him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said, people calling him, college Patrick Willis. I hate. Some game film I saw him, he looking pretty good. So he looked pretty good to me. So, that was a pretty huge pickup. I'm not saying it's a 5-star pickup, but it's a huge pickup.
Ohio player. Did you get a comparison?
Say it again?
You heard the comparison you just said? Patrick Willis?
Yes, from San Francisco 49ers. Hall of Famer, but I said he's a college version. I ain't said that's him, you know.
Can I ask you a question?
You know.
You said you heard some people say that. Would you mind telling me who said
Yes.
that? Because I like to address them.
Okay. Going to the MEAC boards. Well, I'm sure you're familiar with the MEAC board, you know. Now, like I said, from reports, and this is on the MEAC boards, and Florida A&M, you know, they was very high on him, and they was kind of upset that he left, you know. But
No,
like I said, the notoriety,
that's fine. That's fine.
money talks.
No, that's fine. But that's coming from the MEAC, right? Or the SWAC. That's in the SWAC now. Okay. But I'm speaking. Are people from the Power 4 level making that Patrick Willis comparison?
It was a few, you know, 1 minute. It was a few. I mean, like, you know, it was a couple of them.
Would you mind?
Mostly from the MEAC, you know, if you want to know the truth.
But I'm saying, what person from Colorado was saying that? I'm just asking. And I know Johnny. Shout out, much love to Johnny. But I'm just asking. I'm not saying he's not. I'm asking where did it come from? Because I want to know.
Well, I personally got it from the MEAC boards and people that know him in Tallahassee, you know, Florida, you know, Tallahassee, you know, where Florida A&M located, you know, and I got a few friends that went there, you know, and yeah, so that's basically where I got that from. But you know, I want you to touch on this, and this is the last point. I know you got other callers. Now that running game, you know, do you think they definitely upgraded their run game with Hayden and the guy from Arkansas?
Do you?
I do. Personally, I do. Yes. Yes.
Me too.
Now, if I know Hayden, you know, David Hayden, you know, I'm not saying I personally know him, you know, like a friend, but, you know, I've seen him play. So, you know, I'm very familiar with him.
Yeah, I'm with you. Me too.
I think
I'm with you.
I think he's going to be more of a gamer in the Pac-12, you know, coming from the Big Ten.
Right. So, I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Ohio player, man, keep playing, my brother. I'm loving it.
Right on.
Get up out this thing,
all right.
man.
Take it easy down there in South Beach. All right.
Yeah, take it easy, brother. Much love to you, man.
All right, take it easy.
Yes, sir.
You too.
This motherfucker said. Bro, how do y'all come up with this shit? How do y'all come up with this, dog? How do y'all come up with this, dog? How do y'all come up with this shit? How do y'all come up with this, dog? God bless him. Last year was the warm-up year. Alexa, turn off studio. Come out here. I can't tell. Alexa, turn off logo. I'm done. This is too much, dog. I just gotta sit in complete dark, bro. I can't. It's too much work. This is too much, dog. Oh, God bless y'all, man. I'm just slowly closing down programs, dog. Oh my God, bro. Man, say last year was a warm-up year. Mark Quinn says a warm-up year for Coach Prime, but y'all the same one talking about he got a gold jacket. He gonna win it all. Come on, y'all. This is what I be talking about, dog. This is the stuff I be talking about. This is what happens. This is the kind of stuff and quotes and rhetoric that you get when you set a bar so high for a gentleman, and it's so hard to obtain it. You have to come up with stuff like this. And it's unfair for Coach Prime, dog. This is the. But remember what I told y'all year one. I just got to sit in the dark. I cut everything off. The only light on is the monitors. That's how many monitors in here. That's how light it is. But this is the problem. When y'all set the bar this high and it's damn near unobtainable, and when he doesn't meet your expectations, you have to now start saying stuff like this. And I don't see how y'all can't grasp that concept, bro. Imagine Coach Prime walks in that thing and says all about I'm bringing my luggage and I'm bringing this Louis. And he comes to the very first one. All right, now last year was a warm-up year. Imagine if he says that in a team meeting. Are y'all crazy? All right, last year, I'm bringing my luggage with me. It was Louis. But that was a warm-up year. But we coming. But we was coming to warm up. And now, because that's the new slogan, now we coming to play. What do y'all how did your brain formulate this stuff? And I'm gonna tell you why. Your body automatically protects itself. Do you know that? Do you know if you hurt yourself, your body will like cut that off so you don't feel the pain? What your brains are doing right now is you all are in pain because it did not meet your expectation of what you thought. And what you're doing subconsciously is cutting off the pain by coming up with buffoonery, dog. Jonas says, Coach, chill, bro. No, Jonas, I can't chill. I'm tired, dog. These people come on here and they tripping, bro. And I'm telling you, it's year 2. God forbid. Hell, let's just say he goes 6-6. For them 9-3s, 10-2s, 11-1s. What you gonna say next year? You eventually your brain says we can't do this pain anymore. So now you're gonna start turning on Coach Prime. I've seen it happen. I've watched it happen to numerous coaches. You have an expectation of a guy when they first come in here and he doesn't meet it. And guess what happens? He goes here with it. No. That's not really what happened. You know, it was a new team. You come with a bunch of reasons why he wasn't successful because you really believe in him. I get it. And I'm saying you shouldn't believe in him. In year 2, your expectations are up here. But he comes here higher than before now. He comes here. This is where he was the first year, 4-8. But your expectations were here and they dropped to here. You come back the next year, expectations up to here. In the second year, he's here. It's higher than before, but it's not what you expected. So now now the third year, guess what? You're still up here and he comes here, still high. Now you're going to turn on him. Y'all been asking for it. Welcome to the dark side. We in the dark. Welcome to the dark side. I've seen this happen so much. Somebody said, isn't that sports? Yes. But for those that, Julia, hi, baby. I miss you, Julia. But for all y'all that's talking about y'all care about Coach Prime, why are you putting him in why are you putting him in harm's way? You're putting the man in. The man said, that's, bro, I ain't never heard that. Ever. Last year was a warm-up year. Bro, in 25 years, I ain't never heard that one. I ain't never cut the lights off. I cut the lights, I'm done. A warm-up year, dog. Jacob said it's good. What's good? I'm not. I need you to explain that one, dog. Jacob, what was your record prediction last year? What was your record prediction last year, Jacob? And again, right, this is where we don't have receipts. They can say anything. He can say 5 wins. I'm giving him the ammo. He can say 5 wins and be right on point. So if 8-4 is your, thank you for being honest, Jacob. 8-4, and he went 4-8. So if 8-4, so if 8-4 was your record prediction, how did you feel that was going to be a warm-up year? Or did it become a warm-up year because he didn't meet your expectation? That's the question. See, thank you, Jacob, for being honest. I really appreciate that. Explain that to me, Jacob. 8-4 was your last year prediction. And you call it a warm-up year. Apparently 8-4 is not a warm-up year. I mean, bro, if they were, everybody said they were 1-11. But I got something about that argument too. Y'all be like, oh, they were 1-11. When I said that before the season, hey guys, yeah, they were 1-11. But it's not the same team. We got all new players. Now those players suck. And you take the argument, not you, Jacob, but people take the argument back to, but they were 1-11. Technically, this team wasn't 1-11. Because out of the people that started, 4 people were on the 1-11 team. So technically they weren't 1-11. This really was a 0-0 team because none of them played together. See, I love people try to flip it to their narrative. When they were 1-11, and Coach Hayes was saying, hey guys, take it easy. So, 1-11 team, he's got a lot to change. No, Coach. 8-4, like Jacob says. Why 8-4? Just assuming here. Well, because they're a new team. They got this, they got that, they got Coach Prime, they got that. They got all these reasons for why they're going to do so well. But when they didn't do well, they go back to, well, it was a 1-11 team. Well, technically, last year's team wasn't 1-11. Trevor Woods, Mikey Harrison, who I believe is a walk-on, Tank Hankerson. Who else played that was on the team from Colorado? How many starters played? How many people started last year on offense and defense that played on Colorado's 1-11 team? So technically it's not the 1-11 team. If y'all want to be for real. But see how people flip-flop to go back to change their narrative? Y'all people, I'm telling you, boy. Y'all crazy, man. This is too funny. Jacob, thank you, man, for being honest. I appreciate you. It just caught me off guard, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you said it was a warm-up, see, I had never heard that before. That just caught me off guard, bro. Yeah. You're a great sport, brother. Great sport. Oh my God. Anyway, listen, we 3 hours and 10 minutes. I was supposed to be going to 2:30. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all check out H Street at 7-ish o'clock. We always somewhere around. Tomorrow will be Kenya's Talk Live, having a good time. Check out Martrez Walker, linebacker, high school recruit for Colorado, out of Beaufort, Georgia. Go check out his evaluation I did, man. I put it up, man. Solid player. Go check him out. He's from Beaufort, Georgia, and we definitely have a good time with that. But with all that being said, I didn't expect that, dog. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. And we'll catch y'all on the rebound. Peace. Yes, sir.